lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. Going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots, if I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Saggy Melons Live. I'm your host, Saggy Melons, and we got a special event going on right now. We are pair streaming this stream tonight over on Lawrence's stream, my special guest, who will be arriving here shortly. So if you're watching this over on his channel, welcome. Hi, I'm Saggy Melons. And I've recommended the pairing because I like to, when I have guests on, I like to give them the chance to post their appearances on there if they're content creators on their channels as well. So that's why we decided to do a pair stream. That way you can see Lawrence on Lawrence's channel, and then you can see me on my channel. So we're doing a pair stream. We're gonna see how it goes. But Lawrence will be here in a minute. But we're gonna talk with Lawrence about, he just saw the Batman. So I want to get his takes on what he thought of the movie and the controversy surrounding the movie. That's another thing I want to pick his brain about. And then we're going to get into the Jussie Smollett situation because everyone's talking about it. I kind of forgot he existed, not going to lie, after he basically frauded the entire world. And I got my guest here, actually, too. I'm going to bring him on now. Why not? Let's bring him on. Welcome, Lawrence. How are you?
How you doing? I'm good. I'm chilling. I was like trying to get myself ready, but I was like, all right. So I'm gonna bring him on now. Well, all right then. Damn.
Well,
Shit.
let's bring him on. I saw you pop in. Well, I saw it went live on your channel. I'm like, I hope your audience over there is like, what's he doing?
I'm over here testing this. Look, I'm over here testing this. Okay, so I don't even know how this works. If this works the way I think it does, then I think I might have another option. This could work. This could. We might be doing more of these.
Yeah, no, I like pairing streams because, like I said, when I have guests who are other content creators, it's like it feels right to like have you use your appearance not just on my channel but also for your content, so you can have something to do. Because, like I said, being on somebody else's channel and missing out on doing your own content, we can combine it, and that way your audience doesn't miss out on seeing you as well. So I think Pretty cool. Yeah, make sure you go over there and sub. Yeah, see, look, people are already
You
coming
see,
over.
I appreciate it. You know what? I honestly, to be honest with you, I actually did a video earlier just talking about the Batman today. So I was like, I don't mind being on somebody else's channel today. I was just gonna chill out. I was just like whatever.
But see, I do the work for you. You don't gotta
I
do nothing.
appreciate
You just
you.
gotta show
Appreciate
up.
you. Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what's crazy? Some some of us don't even do that. Some of us
That's
don't do that. So you know
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean.
true. Yeah, no, I try to help out everybody. It's we're all in this together. It's a community of YouTubers. We're all here trying to, make content and do our own thing. So it's good that we can support people. That's why I like doing these pair streams because it's another way
Mm,
of kind of supporting other content creators. Because like I'm taking you away from your stream, might as well combine it. We'll both get content today.
right, exactly. Look, and it's a double upload today. Some folks, somebody's gonna be happy. The algorithm for sure is gonna be happy. It's like,
Exactly,
yes,
algorithm gods. But yeah, no, this is Lawrence for y'all who don't know him
yo,
over on my end. And
yes,
over
sir.
there on Lawrence's side, I'm Saggy Melons. But Lawrence, you want to tell my audience who might not know you a little bit about
I was
yourself?
I was gonna say you go first, and did you introduce yourself over there onto my audience already? I guess since we're paired, I guess you pretty much already did. Then
I mean, I did
you
my
already.
usual intro, like, "Hey, I'm Saggy Melons." Everybody's probably looking at it like, "Who is this broad on Lawrence's channel? What is
That's what I'm
happening?"
saying. Like who hijacked your shit? Who?
It's a
I
hack. I hacked him. He's mine now.
no, I ain't that popping yet. I know I'm dealing with somebody that thinks and wishes they can do that, but they will remain nameless until I get my channel monetized, and then I'm gonna get them. But yeah, hey world, what's good? My name is LG Lawrence, aka LG. I do a lot of stuff. I talk a lot of real shit. Sometimes I just be chilling, music, gaming, and then some social commentary stuff. Um, I kind of go more towards the music and gaming stuff, topics and stuff like that. But every now and then I talk some real shit. You
There you
know,
go. There
just
you
just some
go.
general stuff that needs to be said, some common sense stuff. Yeah,
Right.
I've been called some names, bro. I can't wait. Oh, I'm gonna be called anti-black because of this content we're talking about later.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
telling
oh,
you, it's been
oh, it's gonna be
wild.
crazy because I've been watching it and I'm like,
I'm telling you. Oh, wait, nervous drinking, y'all.
no, I'm hydrating. I'm hydrating my fat ass. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Yo, if Ripper don't make no goddamn water off that, bro, I'm telling you,
yeah, he
Ripper
needs
needs to
some
make some
endorsement.
water. He needs to brand his own water. Like I'm telling you, call it Ripper water. Okay. For all your, do you have nervous drinking? Hmm. When you drink, are you nervous? Try the all new Ripper water today and hydrate your fat ass.
Yes, I
Don't
love
play
it.
with me. Don't play. Ripper,
I
holla at me. I just hit you up with. Look, marketing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
marketing. I love it. Usually, when I do, and I say hi to the audience one by one, because I have a guest, y'all already know if you're new, if you've been here for a while. Hello to everyone collectively, just because it takes me forever sometimes to get through the chat. But yeah, no. So I wanted you on to talk about because like I said, you just saw the Batman, and we met because of all this controversy
Yeah,
with
that's how we
everyone
met.
mad about stuff, right? So,
Yeah,
like after seeing the movie, because I know you didn't want to give spoilers, and if you
yeah.
guys want to see his actual thoughts, please go to his channel, check
I
out
got the
his.
spoilers.
Yeah, he's got the spoilers, so he'll give you a full review. But I want to know, like after seeing the Batman, did you feel like any of the like I guess criticism on the racial issues were did you notice that? How did you feel when you heard that line? Like you saw the full context of the movie. What were your feelings on it?
Let's just say Ryan had a point. If
Ooh.
y'all, if let me just put it like this, right? So for those of y'all that don't know, the Ryan Arcade from Arcade Outpost, people took that one clip of his out of context. Let's just be real with that, right? But after seeing the movie myself, he has a point. I'm gonna say it like that because this race swapping thing, I'm not a fan of. I'm not a big fan of race swapping all the time.
Mm.
Like I'm just like sometimes it works, but most of the time it doesn't. And this is definitely one of those times where it's like, eh, I guess, but it's like I don't want to go into too much in the spoiler territory, but like some of the social stuff was just like, okay, yeah, okay, cut it out, please. Like Commissioner Gordon didn't need to be black. Um, Catwoman, we already knew she was going to be racially ambiguous because it depends on who's telling the story anyway. Um, but Commissioner Gordon, along with some of the other things that happened in the movie, it wasn't as blatant. I will say that it's not blatant until there's that one line that Catwoman says. Yeah,
The
then it's like,
infamous
oh,
line, white
yeah, the
privilege.
infamous, yeah, the infamous,
Yeah.
these white people, is that, they want to get out of the city with white people, blah blah blah, whatever. But other than that, it was just the movie was meh to me. Like, I know like I'm familiar with Batman. So like the biggest problem with Batman is they always try to tell the beginning story. You know what I'm saying? They always
Right.
try to tell the beginning part. And yeah, that's the original cat word. Yeah, Shaggy out here. Shaggy out here with the Black Hollywood.
Oh, I see that.
I'm looking at
I've been saying that about because I know everyone was talking about Catwoman, but Catwoman, I was like, yo,
she
Catwoman
not
was played by black women before.
yeah, she was like, yeah, that's canon. That's straight up canon actually. Which is
Yeah.
odd because, black woman thief. We're not gonna go there. Anyway,
Maybe that's why they changed it.
right.
I think that's maybe why they changed it. Like,
But
we don't want people to say we got black women stealing. Yeah, I get
right,
that.
exactly. Like they, that's what they try to do. They try to make it more racially ambiguous. But Gordon didn't need to be black. I think he was already, like I said, that was for brownie points. That was obvious. But like as far as story goes, like everybody's always trying to tell that one little section of Batman story. Like Batman is a hell of a big universe, right? You
Right.
you feel me? So Batman has like we always the villains that they always use in the movies are Joker, okay, Penguin, um, Harley Quinn, and that's about it. And the Riddler too. That's another one they use a lot. And so they always goes with those same enemies when there's like a whole plethora of more that you can use. You know what I'm saying? So like Clayface, like we got the technology to do that. Clayface will be nasty. I would
Right.
love to see Clayface in a movie with Batman. Who else? There's some other villains. I would like to see more of Mr. Freeze. We only saw him in like one movie, like with Arnold
Arnold
Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, that was some years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's just so many enemies that we can use, like more poison ivy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
like where is the rest of the villains and put him further along in the timeline instead of him it's always in that area of him just getting started in Gotham.
Right.
You feel me? So it's a whole lot of like I feel like this part of Batman's story um will be great. Hell, even what is this Scarecrow. You know what I'm saying? Like he was good in the games. Like they did a good job with him in the game. So I'm like, why not transfer that over to the movie? It's so many things that they could do, and I feel like a lot of it is just like a lot of people are just lazy and they don't want to go further. And the Riddler too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like I like the Riddler, but why in the world is the Riddler was never that powerful? You know what I'm saying? Like he was,
Right.
and the way he looks in the movie, like it's not spoiled because you see him in the posters and shit.
Yeah.
So like, why does he look the way he looks? The Riddler always had this look of like he was like dressed up to the nines, like in a suit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they made the Riddler in this movie look like a fucking psychopath, like a computer geek psychopath shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
They
that
did make him
socially
look different.
like his like don't get me wrong, like he was dark as all the hell. Like I like that part, but I'm like the way he looked was just like I couldn't take it serious because it's like, bro, like this isn't the Riddler.
Right. Oh, we did get a scarecrow. I didn't remember that. No, I agree. I think that has been my biggest complaint. What up, everybody, by the way, who just tuned in? My biggest complaint about these franchises is they just milk the same stuff. Like they
Yep.
milk the same type of things. They're like, "Oh, this made us money. Well, we don't need to show any. We don't gotta take risks
Do it again.
introducing any other things, right? It's all about a milk game. So they always want to milk. That's why Batman and Bruce Wayne's Batman is always getting movies and films and TV shows because it's money. It's easy money because that's what
Familiar.
that's familiar, that's safe. They're like, we know we're gonna make money off of a Batman movie. We know we're
Right.
gonna make money because Batman has made us money for generations. So they're just gonna stay milking it. And I agree. That's the biggest thing I said. Like, as soon as I heard about the Batman, I didn't want to see it. Like, I want to see it now because it's an interesting take, and I hear mixed reviews, so I want to see it. But when I heard Robert Pattinson was coming in to play
Hmm.
another Bruce Wayne Batman, I was like, no. Number one, I would say we could have him be like a younger, because he still looks somewhat young, even though he's
Hmm.
older. He can still play like a Terry McGinnis. Can we get a Batman Beyond movie? Like that, that'd be an interesting thing, especially if you get Michael Keaton to come back to be in the Flash. Like, you
Hmm.
could make that happen, but instead they just want to be like, nah, we just want the money, so we're just gonna tell the same bullshit stories over and over and over again.
And the broody Batman worked. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And welcome to everybody in the chat coming from my end.
Yeah, yeah, I see y'all.
Um,
I see y'all. I can highlight them too. Look,
oh, look at you. Well, all
I can
right.
highlight. I can see your chat too. I just can't. I can't type to your chat, but I can highlight your chat because it shows up on the end. But welcome, guys. Welcome.
Um, but yeah, like I didn't really care much for the broody Batman that because they made him look like or made him act broody. They
Mm,
did, however, which is one thing I liked, that they a lot of the Batman movies they never showed the more detective side of Batman. You feel me? Like they never
mm,
show how he deduces his things, because that was Batman was more than just um Batman was more than just brute muscle, brute force, you know what I'm saying, and fear, intimidation. He was also insanely smart.
mm,
Dude was a damn near a genius, right?
right.
And so he's able to deduce things. So that's one of the things that I liked about this Batman, is that they showed his more detective side here. How, how he was getting intel information, how he went to the Batcave and deduced everything, and how he had his relationship with Alfred was kind of meant to me too. But um, that how they still work together and they still got things done. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it was, like I said, it was okay. Like I said, if you're curious about it enough to go see it, I recommend you go see it. Um, you know, I just don't like. Yeah, and I agree. Killer Croc was black indeed. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, here's a question from your chat. Where is it? Very important question. Was the 3 hours worth it for you?
It was alright. It was alright. It had some moments in there. There was a part.
The face is like.
There was some parts in there that was pretty good. Like there was a part where I I'm gonna say it just like there's a part where Commissioner Gordon got snuck, and it was hilarious how it happened, how the whole situation played out. Like Batman snuck Commissioner Gordon. It was just hilarious to me. I like that part.
I
The
bet.
action scenes were good. The action scenes were good. Uh, Zoe did an okay job as Catwoman.
Hmm.
She kind of shot herself in the foot with the Final Fantasy VII comments. I'm just gonna say it. Um, but yeah, she did an all right job. She definitely played the role well. Overall, I think if you're curious enough to go see the movie, go see the movie.
I
Don't
can
let me stop you. Like I said, I'm nerdy about the shit. I'm a little bit. I'm like, there's certain things that, okay, can we move on? And they did tease the Joker, I think, somewhere. I
Mm,
saw the movie, and I saw the movie, I think, last at night. I want to say, I believe.
mm, okay.
Yeah, I saw the movie last night while the while the Jussie Smollett trial was going on. I happened to see the video from the homie Ru and Leon to catch up on the verdict of that, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah, we're gonna play that clip because there's a lot to dissect with that one. A
Oh
lot to
God.
dissect with that
Oh.
one. But I will say, I want to ask because now that you like told us your thoughts on the movie, and you did
Okay.
say, and you said that that Ryan Kittle made a point. Now, obviously, we met because the whole Jody Ripa debates, if you can call it a debate, but
Mhm.
we met because of that.
Mhm.
Now, I'm curious because, like I said, as a it feels like I'm playing a card when I say this, but like as a black man, uh watching two other black men argue about that, and like what was going through like your head when you were watching that for the first time, like what's going through your mind?
Honestly, I didn't know. I was because I'm more familiar with Ripper, right? So I talked about this in my version of the video. I'm familiar with Ripper, so I've known him for a while. That's actually how I knew about Geeks and Gamers. Jeremy RK Outpost and a few other people that came in um, that I've seen. Even Quarter Black Garrett, uh, yeah, him, because I used to see him from Louder with Crowder too. So I'm pretty familiar with that side. So I never really heard of Jody's Corner until then. And the video at the time it was titled "Debating One of My Detractors," I think.
I remember that.
And
It was titled that. They
yeah,
changed it.
yeah, then he changed
What
it. I was like,
about
all
it?
right, cool. I'm like, so let me see what he's talking about. So I actually saw a clip on Twitter talking about the calm your fat ass down, blood. Calm your fat ass down. I'm like, oh, what did I miss? Hold on, what did Ripper do? Because Ripper don't Ripper don't really get live like that.
Mm,
I don't really I didn't know what's up. So somebody sent me the video and I was watching the video and from Ripper's point of view, and I was like, this is right when he got in, I was just like, fuck, this is bad. Because when he came in, you know how we had this little setup where you could see people
right.
in the background. When he was doing his recording, the first thing I heard was, "Oh, I'm gonna bring you back a dead body. Did you? I'm gonna bring you back a dead body." I'm like, "Oh shit, no." No, you don't say that. Like, I don't care if you disagree with somebody. You don't say that shit. You don't say it because that means to me like you wasn't trying to have a reasonable discussion. You get what I'm saying? Like you
Right.
wasn't trying to really talk about it. You were really trying to hem this man up in a corner and put your and try to do that little debate tactic where you gonna try to catch somebody off guard or try to catch you in a gotcha moment.
Right.
And Ripper's not the person to do that with. You know what I'm saying? And then
Right.
so I did see the water clip, and he was like, "Oh, you nervous drinking? Quit nervous drinking." And I'm like, "Oh no." He's like, "No, I hydrate." Because like even before, like if you look at Ripper's version of the video, this man had 4 bottles of water. Okay,
Yeah, he did.
on this,
He did.
that man had 4
And he was
bottles of
sipping
water.
them long before that line came up. He was sipping it the whole entire time. He was sipping that
Hmm.
water. So
Exactly, and
so
it was ridiculous, and it just starting from that, and it was just was like, it was just a shit fest because so much bullshit was happening, and
mm.
as me personally, when it comes down to stuff like that, and like one of the things I was thinking about making a video on, but I kind of said fuck it. When it comes down to like debates, like a lot of these people, they always try to do these debate shit. There's always trying to make it a debate. Always make a, debate me, bro. Debate me, bro. Uh, and this shit's it's bullshit. You
Yeah,
feel me? Like it's legit bullshit because these people aren't really worried about a conversation. They're always trying to prove their point.
right.
You get what I'm saying? It's like it's always I'm proving my point, or somebody mentioned on a comment of mine when I made a poll about debates. Somebody said it becomes a battle of attrition. You feel me? Like who can give out first?
Right.
Who has the most dirt. I'm gonna be talking with Saggy Mellons, y'all. uh I'm gonna see what dirt I can find. I'm gonna see, I'm gonna wait for you to slip up and say that one word the wrong way, or mess up your sentence, or misread a quote, or do something like that, and then, oh, I got you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it's really, it's retarded. Like, I hate to say it like that. I don't want to be rude, but I feel like it's like it's retarded. Like, it's slow. It's slow brained. And I actually had to deal with that about 8 months ago with somebody. And uh, did I see Saki go demon time? Oh man, what you do to somebody? I want to know. I want to
Why?
know
Why you do
what you
this
do.
to
Tell us
me?
a story. I want to know about this.
They know the
Storytelling.
story.
I want to. I don't know.
Okay, so I get involved in a lot of drama. Like I will be openly admit I do insert myself in a lot of drama.
Oh
But this
Lord.
is like some old like drama that's still going on, and one of my YouTube friends who kind of doesn't have a greatest of reputations, because he's an OG on the platform, and he got canceled, and then he's still doing YouTube. But anyway, long story short, he said something stupid, and sometimes friends say stupid things, and then you check your friends, but they're still your friends. So you're like, hey, I don't like, but I'm not gonna disavow my friend for saying something stupid. It's not like they broke the law; they just pissed off a bunch of people. He said something
Yeah,
very insensitive, and that was it. So I
yeah.
basically said, like, I kind of backed my friend here. I was like, I don't agree with what he said. I called him out on it, literally called him and yelled at him about it. And people were like, I was defending him. So this one dude in particular, he was going online threatening to fight him over it. He's like, oh, we'll meet up. I'll fight you. We can do a boxing match for charity. And he was just talking all the shit. So I booted up a live stream and talked about it. And the dude showed up in my chat.
Oh Lord.
And then, yeah, so that was the back and forth with me and that dude. So I told him, you know what? I'm not doing this game. You want to come on my channel? You want to come on the stream? We can hash this out. So
Yeah.
he gets on the stream. Props to him for doing it. But then he starts kind of explaining his point, like his issues that he had. And then he said I defended the person, and I gave him time to speak, but I was like, no, I didn't defend the person. And he was like, yeah, you defended that person. Shut the fuck up. And I said, that was it. I got in my camera, like he was right in front of me. I popped off. He was laughing, thought it was funny. I was like, bro, the one thing you don't do is when you're invited on someone's channel and they
Yeah.
give you a
Disrespect
chance
him.
to speak, yeah, you don't disrespect him and tell him shut the fuck up. When all I said was I didn't defend him. Like
Right.
I said a few words, and he got all and yeah, I just went in on him, and then he got mad because I asked him if he pees on his balls, and he was like, it's weird that you talk about my genitals, and I'm like, it's weird that you never had a female attack a man's manhood. Women go for that manhood all the
That is
time.
that is easy bait. I
Right,
swear that is the easiest bait. I've heard that so many times. I'm like,
right.
look, if you don't shut your, I've had people try to do that to me. I'm like, but don't get mad at me because your walls are like the size of a
No,
hallway. Don't do that.
no,
Throw a
no,
hot dog gun
Mega,
them up.
no, Mega. It wasn't Jody. It was some other guy. And I'm not trying to shit on him. We don't deal with each other, but that's what
Okay.
happened. But see, I didn't say ask if Jody pees on his balls. I asked if he could find his penis. There's a big difference. There's a big difference. I don't think that man pees on his balls. I think he pees on everything.
I don't think. Hey, but I guarantee you, you'll find the nearest McDonald's. I tell you that.
I can't talk. My fat ass had McDonald's today, and I felt very disgusted
Hey, you
about
know
it.
what? Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying.
I
It's
wanted some
but you're
chicken
not Jody.
nuggets. I wanted some chicken nuggets. I haven't had McDonald's chicken nuggets in so long, so I was feeling it, and I was like, I'm gonna get me some chicken nuggets today from McDonald's. I'm gonna feel disgusting after, but I'm gonna enjoy it because it's delicious. So I can't
Right.
blame a man of Jody's size to be liking some McDonald's because it is delicious, y'all. You just can't be eating it every day. I'm just saying.
I mean, well, I mean, not unless you want to turn into an egg. I ain't never seen that boy. At the end of that shit, when he tried to kick Jody, when he kicked Rip off the stream, that man struggled to get up for a whole 2 seconds. You saw that part? You saw that he was,
Me,
that he got that old man get
anytime,
up.
yes, that's what we were saying. Anytime he got up from that chair, he had to like jump. Like he had to jump up
You
to get up.
you big when you gotta get some momentum.
Yeah, you
He
gotta
had
get
to do that
momentum.
lean back.
Lean back and roll. He had to lean back and get up there. And see, now I
Hey,
know people call me mean, but here's the thing: I will say this for the 100th time, especially if y'all new to me.
yeah,
I think everyone's beautiful, right? I look at people for the inside, and then that manifests to how you look to me on the outside. When you're an ugly person on the inside, I'm a clown you for what you physically look like because that manifests to what you look like on the outside. So when I clown on people like
mm,
that, it had nothing to do with him being fat, but I know it bothers him that he has people clown him for it. It's like, bro,
yeah,
you're ugly on the inside, and I see it on the outside, so I'm gonna call it what it
I'm
is.
calling
But
it. Yeah,
I think
I get
everyone,
more bitches than you. I
right,
get
I
more
get more
bitches than you.
bitches than you. You get more bitches than me. I get more bitches than
I'm
you.
like I even put it in my video. I said, look, bro, let's just be honest, like, because I used to work prior to COVID. I used to work in the strip clubs as a DJ. Um,
Oh, snap. Okay.
yeah, so I'm like, bro, like I work with women, like I do this. I work with women all day, all day. Okay, we try to get the money. Okay, you over here talking about you got bitches, and one thing I already know is that these women gonna leave when the money gone. Okay, they following the money.
Right.
Okay, once that little Section 8 run out, you know what I'm saying? Once that Section 8 run out, they gone. That's
That
it.
studio.
Exactly. That whole studio, bro. Like what?
Well, I
I
can't.
heard that studio. Cause somebody actually, I think when you found that video that you was telling me about,
Mm-hmm.
I got I beat you to it because somebody told me about it. Somebody on my told me about it on my channel. He's like, hey, you should look up J3 Entertainment. and he talks about the situation perfectly. So I typed in, like, they didn't give me the exact video link, so I just typed in J3 Entertainment and then Jody, and some of those videos. I think that was one of the first videos that popped up.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first one that popped up, and then some other videos showed up where J3 was with Jody in his videos, and I think that was in his house. And I'm like, I was listening to some of that. I'm like, bro, that's trash. I'm like,
What
some of these
happened to
content
him?
creators.
Yeah, what happened to J3 was sad to listen to.
Um, yeah, it was.
It
It
was
was.
really
It was
sad.
really was. And this is why, I felt for him, because I had to. What's crazy is I actually dealt with something like that. A former friend of mine, a former content creator friend of mine, I had to deal with something like that, and it's not pretty. Like, it's sad when you have uh a content creator friend that do you dirty like that. Like, somebody you supposed to be friends with them, y'all come together with this content creation stuff. Because don't get me wrong, like, that's one of the things I love about social media, internet. It brings people together,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like this. But sometimes, it doesn't change the fact that there's some shitty people out there. And
Right.
so with J3 situation, it kind of reminded me a little bit of mine, and I was like, damn, I feel bad for the dude. The dude is, still going strong, of course, but like, people like that, I can't get with. And like, even looking at that once again, to kind of answer your question from my perspective, it's just it's horrible. Like, honestly, I hate seeing it. Like, it's one thing to have discussions and disagreements, and everybody's like, upfront, because like, even when I have my discussions with people, I'm mentally prepared to uh take it to that level, like, emotionally, because I know sometimes some topics get heated for people, and some people will take things up too far, because that's all they know. They only can see their perspective. So I do prepare myself. um I do prepare myself in a way to let that go, that the emotions run high. But
Right.
at the end of the day, after those emotions run high, what do you do after that? How do you calm the situation down? How do you resolve the situation? That's the big part of this. You know what I'm saying? And with people like Jody, you have to be careful with, because I feel like, this is just my personal opinion. I got to put that out there, because somebody's probably going to clip this and take this and send it to the nigga, and I don't really give a fuck. But I'm just giving my opinion. People like that, you have to be careful of. Like, he even said it in his videos. Like, some of y'all niggas who follow me are PC weirdos. Like, why are you over here talking about your potential fan base, or your fans at all? Like, why would you sit up here and do that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they're weirdos, but then you want them to give you money. Same thing with these, sex workers that complain,
Mm-hmm.
about men, but then they want you to give them money. Ain't nobody gonna do that. Like, the fuck? I'm not going to support somebody or subscribe to somebody that's gonna treat me like, call me a weirdo or call me any of these types of names, but then you expect me to support you. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I value my time way too much. You know what I'm
All right.
saying?
I'll tell you right now, when I think somebody's a weirdo or if they're acting a little too much, I just yeet them. I just yeet them. I'm not gonna. I don't gotta necessarily call them out. I just yeet them. But so I've had
Yeah.
some people come in my chat who just came out of pocket at me for some reason and then started bugging out, and I'm just like, you don't gotta be here. You can go. But I'm
Mm,
not going to project that on all my audience. I've been blessed. I think a lot of us are blessed to have the audience we have. You
indeed.
guys are the ones that are supporting us. You guys are the ones that make us,
Yeah.
continue to do what we do. So there's no need for anyone to be disrespecting the fan, their audience. Like, if other people talk trash about your audience, that's one thing. They don't know your audience. But
Yeah.
like, if you're the content creator and you're bashing your own fan base,
Right.
that's a problem. That's
That's
a big
facts.
problem.
I agree. And we got too many people that are, because I think it makes it look like you're above everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And don't get it twisted, right? It's a you we need each other, right? And that's one thing I've told like, I've been talking to content creator friends of mine, and I've also talked to people that are like audience members. Just like, don't get me wrong, like, I appreciate the support, but what doesn't need to happen is, you don't control me. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
not going to sit up here and let you or allow you to control me, or what I do or decide to or what I decide to put out. Like, you can influence, sure, but you will not control me. If I don't feel comfortable dealing with certain things, then we're not gonna do it.
Right.
Period. Like that's just how that goes. And a lot of these content creators need to understand that concept, because like they think that, oh, because I get a little bit of fans, or I can, do this, that, and the third, or I get a little bit of attention, that I can talk to people any kind of way. And I don't do that. You feel me?
Right.
I don't do that, like, at all. Period. You feel
Right.
me? I can't. And I'm gonna start, like, I've been, um I have a real high tolerance for a lot of shit. I've had people tell me I have a high tolerance for shit. And I do, because I do understand about being patient with people. You understand? So,
Yeah.
like, being patient, like I used to, like, I have people, I work with people that were special needs at one point. I knew people that were special needs. So the one
Same.
thing they teach you is patience, because they're not all the way there. So I do, when it comes to with dealing with other people, I try to be as patient as possible. But I do also make sure I keep uh my standards intact. There are certain
Right.
things that I'm just not going to do with, or if I'm streaming or whatever, and I don't feel like talking about. Say, for example, we're going to be talking about the Jussie Smollett case later. And I'm streaming on Twitch or whatever, and I don't want to talk about that.
Right.
You know, guess what? We're not doing. We're not talking about it. Well,
Right.
did you hear? Did you hear about? Yeah, I heard, but I don't want to talk about that right now.
Right.
Well, why don't you talk about it? First of all, I don't have to do nothing. Okay. Well, I sub to you and I do this, that, and the third. And I don't. Thank you. I appreciate you, but that doesn't mean you control me. If I don't want to talk about it right now, I'm not.
Fact.
Especially when it comes to social topics, because like that's been the biggest problem for years. If you pay attention, uh, you have to, like, look at how a lot of these people get caught up in these social topics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got people just talking all out kinds of their neck, all saying all this random ass shit. You know what I'm saying? That makes little to no sense. And it's because everybody wants to have a voice. Everybody wants to speak. Everybody wants to have a platform. And nobody knows when to just say, maybe I shouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, saying all men are trash, maybe that might hurt me down the line. Maybe, um, you know, maybe I shouldn't say that about my fans. Maybe I shouldn't talk about my fans like that. You feel me?
Mhm.
So it's like people don't think before they do shit, and they're
Right.
always just reactive. And a lot of people, like, they get on these platforms and they just start talking, 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 talking like
Oh
that.
yeah, I had a fan like that before, where like going back to like fans telling you what to do. I had somebody who came here, and he was fine at first. He got a little inappropriate in my Discord server. We had to remove him. He took that on one of my mods, and I was being. And here's the thing: my mods, Hans, love you. I don't know if you're watching or if you watch this later, but Hans literally wanted to kick that dude from my channel,
Mm,
but he knew that I didn't want to kick him. I was
hmm
giving him kind of like the benefit, like he got kicked from the Discord. He's allowed on the channel, let him be chill. But he would always attack my mod, right? And my mod took it for a while. God bless him, because my mod's a little tougher than that. He wasn't too bothered by it. But eventually,
Yeah.
that fan got mad at me because he continued to attack and belittle other people in the chat. And like at that point, I had enough, so I stopped what I was talking about and I called him out on the stream, and that got him all upset. And I said, "All right, Hans, you can do the thing you wanted to do for a while." And
Go ahead.
and after that, the fan, he started making videos about me, and then he saw me on a stream of a friend of mine, and he was talking smack in the chat, and I was like, "No, send him a link." And he gets on there, and I was like, "What is your issue?" I was like, he's like, "Well, you kicked me because of this." I said, "No, you got kicked because you were inappropriate in my Discord. You got kicked from there. I allowed
Hmm.
you to still be on my channel and literally did not say anything when you were being very disrespectful to one of my mods who you blamed for you being kicked out of the Discord server. And
Yeah.
then when you continued to attack the rest of my audience, no, you had to go." And then he
Yeah.
said, I said, "I don't know what you want from me." And he's like, "I want you to stop being a hypocrite." And I said, listen, everybody at some point can be hypocritical. Oh, well,
Facts.
it happens. I'm going to continue to be doing me. And if I come off as a hypocrite, so be it. It's my channel. You
Yeah.
don't have to listen to me. But you don't get to tell me how to act on my channel.
Yeah, that's fair. And I
Simple as
think
that.
once these content creators figure that out, things get a whole lot better. Like, once, like, content creators, once they they realize, okay, they set their boundaries, right? And this is the
Right.
biggest thing, because I've been arguing back and forth with a lot of these content creators, especially some of the ladies, because they complain about, getting the wrong type of attention, right? And I think you know where I'm going with this.
Hmm.
Uh, and I've seen these complaints so many times, and it's like they don't make it clear what they won't do, right? They don't make things clear, so they'll simply all the time, like they'll be easily like, oh well, I'm gonna post this thirst trap, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be flirtatious on stream, but then they get mad when they get of that kind of retention back. So, oh well, just because I'm doing this, that, and the third, I don't you shouldn't be talking to me like that because you should respect women. I'm like, but you out here flirting, like obvious flirting.
It's misleading. It's misleading.
Exactly. And
Speak of the devil.
we people are getting.
Speak of the
Oh,
devil. We
there
were
goes
just
hands.
talking about you. We were just talking about the Nelson situation, Hans. We were just talking about that.
Yo, and also shout out to my people that's coming in.
Yeah,
Enough said. I
no.
feel
I
you.
see all y'all in there. I see
Yeah,
you
we see y'all.
guys. We see you.
Appreciate you. Red light special indeed. But yeah, and I'm just like, you can't get mad at certain things because you're gonna attract a certain type of attention. So if you don't make stuff clear from the get go, you're gonna have a problem.
Okay.
And
I'll answer that one so you don't feel awkward. Here's the thing.
I don't
So
feel awkward, but I'll tell you, like, I didn't say you
well,
couldn't.
no, it's not like you. So here's the thing. I understand what he's saying, honey. By the way, love that your name is Honey and you got the cutest picture ever. That's adorable. I love it.
That is
But
that's
I will
nice.
say this: like, it's not that women can't flirt. I'm very flirty. Like that's part of my
Yeah,
shtick. Like everybody I've met, all my friends, I do it on purpose because I like making them feel awkward. Like
yeah.
if I find out they're married, I'll be like, so what's your wife look like? Let me talk to her instead. Like that's the type of flirt. That's what I do. Now I don't think there's anything wrong with
Block.
flirting. Right. I don't think there's anything wrong with flirting, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah,
think that if your whole persona is that you're being flirty
yeah.
and sexual, clearly you are trying to attract some kind of attention.
Fair.
Um and if you're not, I think like I said, like for me, everybody knows I'm flirty. I put that out there. I'm like, I'm flirty. It don't mean nothing. Like I'm just have a flirtatious personality. It don't mean nothing. And people
That's
know
different.
that. So they know that when I make jokes like, what up, baby? How you doing? Like they know I'm joking. They know I'm not trying to get with them.
Facts.
But if you're gonna be flirtatious and you say, I just have a flirtatious personality, then to me, I would say that's you putting it out there like I'm just flirty. I'm not trying to get with people. I just have a very flirtatious personality. I make very dirty
Which is nothing
jokes,
wrong with that.
and they're right, and which is nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that. But it's
nothing wrong
about
with that. It's just you got to be
communication.
careful. You gotta just be careful with that. And you got to be mindful because especially when you're dealing with that with other people outside of content creators
Right.
or people that don't know you. You got to be careful of that because some people may take that a certain way. It's
Exactly.
about balancing that. It was the same thing I would tell some of the girls that I used to work with. It was like, especially the new ones that would come in, and I would tell them like, hey, look, you just got to be, look, be clear, body language. Hey, if you don't want a certain type of attention or you don't want a certain type of thing happening to you, make it clear. All right. Clear body language. Don't be, stop. No, stop. No, no, Nick, stop. I don't want that. I ain't like that. Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that you usually see, like it's weird. It's just
And I
weird.
think there, and I
It's
think that when men say that, I think a lot of women in particular will take that kind of in a bad way, like, oh, so you're saying because I dress like this, I deserve it. It's like, no, 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 no.
no,
That's not what they're
no.
saying. It's like be very clear. Like I know I've also get uncomfortable sometimes, like in the real world. I get
Yeah.
very awkward when guys hit on me. Because I
Mm,
don't want to offend them. I don't want them to be insulted. Like if I'm not interested,
yeah.
I'm not interested, but I also feel like I don't want to reject somebody because I know what it's like to be rejected. It sucks. And you don't, as a woman, you don't want to feel like that you're ruining someone's day by having to break it down to them like, hey, no, I'm not interested. But at the same time, if you don't speak up,
Yeah. It
they're
keeps
gonna,
going.
yeah, they're gonna keep
It keeps
going because
going.
they're gonna
Yeah.
assume, and it's not your fault that they're assuming,
Right.
but it does help to just have good communication and make sure you say like, don't touch me. Like, why are you touching me? Like, I'm good. Like, I literally was at a gay club once. a gay club years ago. Now you
Yeah.
think being at a gay club as a woman, you'd be safe because be safe. You'd be safe from the
You
men.
forgot bisexual is part of that, don't you?
Right. But the thing is, so I remember this guy came over and he
Yeah.
said he was straight. And I was like, why are you in a gay club if you're straight? Because I never heard of like most straight guys don't go to gay clubs. He's like, oh well, my cousin, he's gay and he wanted his birthday, so we came to the gay club. And I said, all right. And he's like, so you want to dance and stuff? And I was like, sure, I'll dance with you. And that I was dancing with him. This boy was
Yeah.
trying to stick his fingers
Oh no.
in places he wasn't supposed to.
Oh no. See,
And
that's
I was right, and I was like,
yeah.
you know where in public, first of all, number one. Number
Yeah.
two, I came to a gay club so this shit don't happen.
Right. Hey.
And it's happening. So I pushed the dude away and I was just like, what
Yeah.
did you think was gonna happen with that ballsy move you just try to pull, my dude?
Right.
Like, yeah, but like, so, sometimes, again, when women, I would say too, when women are put in awkward situations, there's like a what is it, flight or flight thingy,
Yeah, the fight. Yeah, fight or flight response. Yeah.
flight or fight response. So like, you don't know like when these things happen. Because for the record, it took me a minute. Like I was like, I let him know, like, no,
Yeah.
don't touch me there. So I pushed his hands away.
Yeah. He
And I
kept
did
going.
it right, and then he kept going. So it's
Yeah.
like,
At
the
that
first
point,
thing
it's
the
at that
first
point
thing
it's
I
just
should
like
yeah, the first thing I should have done when I realized he's trying to stick his hands up my stuff is been like, nah, I'm good. But like, I just pushed his hands away, and that was me just like giving
right.
him a chance to like, let's not be a pig tonight.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
right, so I mean, when it comes to that topic, I think with honey, that would be the balance.
Yeah.
Is be
Clear.
flirtatious, but be clear that
Yeah.
your intention is I'm not trying to smash.
Right. Body language is important.
Right.
I know sometimes that's why I say be clear in your that if
But
that's if
honey,
you didn't hear me say it
holla at me, honey.
right.
Holla at me, honey. I love her name, honey. It's sorry.
I like that picture too. That picture is kind of cute
It's
though.
cute. It's cute as hell.
It's like a little cartoon thing.
Yes.
But yeah, like it's that's why I say make it clear in your body language because it's like if you're clear and you're firm in your body language, it's like when you're going to like a restaurant, for example, for the most part,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if you don't want to drink, if somebody comes to you, hey, you want to drink? You put your hand over the cup, like no, or
Right.
no, I'm good. You feel me? See, Hans got it. Thank you, appreciate you.
No, Hans. Hans. Stop it. Stop it. You stop
Hans
it,
got it.
bro.
I like Hans already. I like Hans already.
Poor Hans. He whatever. Whatever. No, y'all be bugging. Listen, it's fun to flirt.
It is. No, it is. But I agree. I agree with you. My
Especially when you
thing
get
is,
older.
you just got to be clear with it. Don't stop trying
Right,
to
but listen.
every man. Look, I tell this to anybody. Do not stop trying with the what's the word? The finesse. Everything ain't finesse. You ain't got to finesse everybody all the time. I'm telling you. I used to tell girls that all the time. They used to get mad at me, but I'm like, look, I don't care if he ain't did nothing to you. Why you finessing?
I'm just saying it's fun to flirt though, because here's the thing, like especially when you're getting older, right? Especially with women and men, when you're getting older,
Oh,
you
Lord.
start feeling insecure because your looks start changing. You got a gray hair. You're like, dang, I don't look as hot as I did back in my 20s and stuff. Like when you flirt with somebody, you get flirted back. Like I love. Here's the thing,
Yeah.
I like to flirt with the older guys because it makes them happy. Especially, listen.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to root my eyes like that, but I'm like, oh Lord.
Bitch. Listen, I'm telling you, it makes them happy because when you're old, you feel it. I'm telling you, when I used to work at a liquor store, all the old guys would come in and they'd always be flirting with me, and I'd flirt right back because I'm like, you know what, he an old guy. He probably was a stud in his day. He's kind of feeling kind of down. He's been married for 50 years to the same old woman. You got a young woman be like, how you doing, darling? You looking cute today? You want to go to dinner sometime? Like, I flirt with them because it makes them feel good. And I know that it does. It makes them feel good because they walk out of there like, dang, I still got it. Now, I ain't going home with him. I ain't going to go home with him. But like that, but they love that because they feel good. It makes them feel good. So yeah, when it comes to
Loki,
the
Loki
old
got a
guys,
point. Hey, Loki, I think you might be right. Loki will
what?
whisper.
Wait,
Yeah, you might be. Look at
no,
Loki.
no, 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 no. Listen. It ain't about. I don't got no sugar daddy, okay?
Hey, look, you can't even
But,
type that in Twitter no more because you type that in
but.
Twitter, you get all the automated responses and
Oh,
shit.
I don't want to get no automated response. Listen, I don't. I like that, you know, it makes older men and women feel good when you compliment them because it makes them
Yeah,
feel like damn, I came out today my best and somebody noticed. And
yeah,
like it makes you feel
agreed.
good. So sometimes harmless flirting, it makes
Oh,
people feel
indeed.
good.
Indeed. I'm just saying, just be careful with the shits. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying is just be careful. That shouldn't be a problem. I,
If I get kidnapped though, y'all know it was an old dude. Just saying, look for an old station wagon
I am
from
I am not looking for a
1990.
sugar baby. I am not looking for a sugar daddy.
All of a sudden, I'm not streaming for a while. What happened? Well,
Oh,
Saggy
I-
said she flirts with old guys, and one of them picked her up one day, and she's
you want to
gone
do?
now.
You gonna have to pull a Jesse. You got to pull a
Oh
Smollett.
no! Oh, no,
I am not a
listen,
sugar baby.
listen.
I
I'm
am
not.
not a sugar baby.
Listen, that's a good segue. Let's. I'm not. I am not a sugar baby. I'm not for sale. Okay, I'm not for sale. I will if you want to pay me to compliment you. I'm down, but aside, don't goes no farther than that. Okay, that's just what I'm saying. No, I'm not low key. No, nothing. I'm not low
You
key.
like
Low key.
chocolate too? Ain't nothing like them chocolate, bruh.
Juicy smuggle nuts.
No-
Oh my god. No, Jesse, no. I see you. I can't even highlight that comment. Stop. Sugar melons. All right. All right. This we gotta go. Yeah, so Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett. Look what you start. I like him. We keeping him. We keeping Lawrence. We keeping Lawrence. He's a good
Jesse Smollett, bro. I can't.
Smollett. Is it Smollett? I'm
It's
calling
Smollett or whatever, whatever
Smollett. I don't
Smouye,
know.
whatever the fuck. I don't
Smollett.
know. Jesse Small Brain, whatever the
All
fuck.
right,
I don't.
Lawrence. You give the backstory. You go on, give
Whew.
the backstory on Jussie
Why
for the
me?
audience.
Oh Lord, why you gotta put me on the spot like
Yeah,
this?
give us the
Jesus,
story.
juicy,
Juicy.
juicy. The most smooth brained motherfucker in the world. This man done sat up here and composed a fake hate crime over what 3 years ago now? It's been 3 years ago now, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 years ago now, right? Said two men came to beat up on him with MAGA hats on and asked him what the hell is he doing there? N-word. We can't do that because we can't say the full
YouTube.
word, but because monetization, we ain't gonna get you demonetized, no ma'am. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right. We know what it was. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. This is what he said allegedly, that he was getting beat. He had a rope around his neck and he had bleach poured on him. And he was told, and I quote, that this is MAGA country. In Chicago. Okay. Let's just put that there. All right. So are we going to the results now, or you just want me to give the backstory?
Oh
How
yeah,
we
yeah,
doing
yeah.
this?
Oh yeah, we gotta
Okay.
do the results.
Okay.
I
So
was all
they finally
into
got
it.
him on trial.
Yes.
And some I think the DA that was working this case realized something didn't sit right, and they was like, "All right, look, we gotta dig deeper into this case. A whole bunch of inconsistencies, right?" So they finally took him to court, and he had his sentence yesterday, last night, as of this tape date. Yeah, last night. Um, and this man, drum roll please, got sentenced. Okay, he got convicted, a felon, hate crime. Okay, he's a felon right now. 150 days in jail. All right. He's got 30 months probation. He has to pay a fee, I think 25K fee, and over 100K in restitution.
150 days in jail,
150 days in jail,
which is like
starting
what,
yesterday.
5 months, right?
Yeah, 5 months.
Okay. So yes. So that's the sentence. So now y'all know that, but now here is the part that we're gonna get into that was weird as fuck
Oh boy.
because his reaction to his sentencing is the most wild thing. And we gonna react to it. We're gonna react to his
Oh boy.
reaction because I words Words cannot express, and we got to really dive into that. We got to dive into that. So, without further ado, y'all, Saggy
Here we
Bellin
go.
and Lawrence presents Jussie Smollett's reaction to his sentence.
Here we go.
Though the jury found you guilty and I've sentenced you as I have, you have the right to appeal the findings and rulings of the court or ask your sentence be modified. To do those things, you need to file a notice of appeal in writing within 30 days. You may also file a motion to modify your sentence, which would have to be filed in writing within 30 days. Anything not stated in those filings are waived for purposes of appeal. You cannot afford lawyers or transcripts. They would be provided free of charge. Do you have any questions?
No, I would just like to say to Your Honor that I am not suicidal. That's what I would like to say.
Okay.
I am not suicidal.
Okay.
I am not suicidal. I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of Black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury, but I did not do this. And I am not suicidal. And if anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself. And you must all know that. I respect you, Your Honor. I respect your decision. Jail time, I am not suicidal.
Okay.
Mr. Boucher, let me inquire, are there any post-sentencing
Motions you care to present right now?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Ms. Widow.
The defense would wish to present a motion to reconsider sentence
All right.
and file it in standard.
All right. It is timely filed.
Thank you, Judge.
And let me
It's
say,
not
I've
over.
obviously considered the sentence at great length, and it's timely filed, so it's preserved for purposes of appeal. Motion to reconsider sentence is respectfully denied.
I am not suicidal.
Stop laughing at our black.
I am not suicidal. And I am innocent. I could have said that I was guilty a long time ago.
Okay, so, okay, so, yeah, so.
Why do Black people gotta do this shit? Lord have mercy.
Well,
Why do
hold
we
on.
got?
So somebody in your chat asked, "What does it have to do with this?" And basically, yeah,
The man
that-
named
that-
Jeff. The man named Jeffrey.
yeah. So basically, what he is implying is that he feels like whatever happened to Epstein is gonna happen to him for his lengthy 5 months of jail time.
Why do Black people gotta be this way? I hate it. I hate it here.
Now, see. Here's the thing.
He's got a point, but it's like, come on, bruh.
Right, but here's my thing, right? And yes, I agree. I agree, honey.
That award-winning
but
performance.
Here's the thing. If he didn't already get caught bullshitting with the reason why he was in court in the first place,
Yeah.
maybe people would take your warning seriously. Now this just looks like, again, you trying to fake some shit. Like, it's like I feel bad because if anything actually does happen to him, first of all, I don't think anything will, even if something would have, because he already said it. Now, whoever, if anything happens, you know, it'd be obvious. But like, you already lost credibility because you're in court because you faked a hate crime. And so what are we supposed to take with this information?
Exactly. Like, what else are you trying to plot? Like, what else are you trying to do? Like that's the biggest problem that I'm looking at, because that was the first thing that I thought of. I'm like, bro, what else are you trying to do? What else are you trying to prove? Like, what else you got planned on this little scheme of yours? Like,
But that's what I'm saying. And the thing that ticks me off about this, right? The thing that ticks me off about this the most is the fact that now you're coming off like you have something to say, right? Like something is going on in Hollywood or whatever. You know something, right? So instead of coming out sooner, you're coming out after you get sentenced. Again, your credibility is worse than mine, and that's saying something. Like, your credibility is off the Richter scale, bro. You faked a hate crime.
The judge said it. The judge said it is best. The judge killed him. That whole 10 minutes of that judge before giving him the sentence, that judge just murked him. He was like, bro, look, I believe that you're an upstanding citizen, and these people have been telling me that. That's cool. But for what you did right now, you basically have done the worst. You have hurt your reputation, right? You have even, he said, you have even like comedians are even making fun of you. Like comedians are gonna joke about this, and he
Like,
ain't lying.
right. It's like, what were you thinking? You faked a hate crime, and then when you get sentenced, mind you,
The
5
sentence was
months,
light.
right? That's what everyone was saying. The sentence was like 5 months isn't a life sentence, my dude. 5 months ain't that big of a deal.
I mean,
Like,
it was that plus he got the short jail sentence, plus he had to pay back, right? That's the restitution he had to pay back. Okay. Then not only that, he has to pay a fine for it, and he's still on probation.
mind you, he could also do less
For
time.
work.
He could still do less time. Like people who go to jail, they sometimes earn time off their sentences if they're doing good, right? And
Right.
if they
And
and
he can appeal too, right? They can
right,
appeal.
and
He
yeah,
can
he can appeal. He can appeal. So it's like he blew up like that on a 5 month sentence, probation, and a fine. All things that would probably be and listen, worse criminals have gotten that same exact sentence. So I mean, I'm just saying, like, what is he bugging about? And then again, his
Yeah.
credibility is already gone, so he's saying some more dumb stuff, trying to get people. Oh, the black people, LGBT community. I did because I put my fist in the hands of fear in the black community. And like, what are you talking about? You faked a hate crime. You hurt the black community, stupid. You made us look as stupid as Jody's fucking corner. What are you doing with your life, my dude? Holy
That's like,
crap, bro.
you know, I just don't like, you know, what was the other one that somebody said? I saw somebody mention this on Twitter about comparing Juicy to Kyle Rittenhouse.
Ooh.
And I'm like, if y'all don't get y'all heads out y'all asses for that one, and I'm
Ooh.
like, of course it had to be, it had to be one of these people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't go full
Lord,
Juicy out like that.
I like
You know
that
what I'm
one. Don't
saying?
you see? But that's all. I mean, this whole
Like
thing with
I hate
women.
it. I hated it. I hate it. Like it's stupid. Like it's performative art. I mean, performative activism at its best, and it it hurts people that have actually been bullied by actual racist people. You know what I'm saying? That have actually dealt with actual problems. You know what I'm saying? The dude literally
Exactly.
wasted money. He in Chicago of all places. Okay, Chicago, one of the most, AKA Chirac to some people. Okay, one of the most dangerous cities in the U.S. And you got them wasting time on some bullshit when they could be solving an actual case.
I
You know what I'm
think
saying?
something's up too. I think Unlucky's got a point.
Yeah,
He got he
13,
got he
13
got
got a point. He might do something else. Like
he might do
it
something
might,
else.
he might do something like he might actually. I wouldn't be. I'm not. Once again, speculation. Got to put that out there because somebody's gonna try it. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually tried to actually physically hurt himself this time and to try to justify his point.
Right. I mean, again, he lost his credibility the moment he got caught lying about a hate crime. And so whatever else comes out of his mouth, it's like you fucked up, dude. Like I
Even
understand.
even in the worst case scenario, even if something something did happen to him because of race, ain't nobody gonna want to believe that.
Right. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Dang, Chicago cops that bad?
Yeah, they, especially if you in the inner city areas, from what I heard.
Oh, dang.
Ooh, Lord,
Well,
I mean, I'm like, look,
oh,
I just, I really don't. I mean, I'm not saying I don't wish bad on the man. Let's just make that
yeah,
clear. I
no,
don't
we
wish
don't.
bad on the
I
man.
don't wish bad on him. I just
But
think that it's dumb for what he did.
yeah, you're just about as dumb as bricks. You're dumb as bricks. I can't,
Right.
I can't feel bad for you. And because, like I said, there's a lot of people have been rallying behind this man, and uh, you know, a lot of people have been rallying behind this man and trying to make this a race issue, trying to make this a whatchamacallit issue. Had all of these people, and like I said, they quiet now. You know what I'm saying? Just let's get them sheets. Somebody said he got off light because that's like sending a fat kid to a candy store.
Oh man. I
Lock him
just
in
think
that candy store.
this whole thing is like I think the thing that bothers me is like with everything, right? Because
Yeah.
everything now is back to being race issue. Like before, it wasn't that like there was race issues, but it's like always heavy race issues now. And I'm like, I'm at the point where it's like I said, going back to unfortunately the Ripper Jody stuff. Like I'm so tired of black folks fighting with each other over issues that we have every right to feel how we feel about. And I hate
Yeah.
that other black folks will have no problem talking about black unity and black power, man, and all that stuff, but have no problem tearing another black person's opinion down because it doesn't go with what your agenda is. And that stuff bothers me. And that's why I
Not a
hate
thing.
this stuff with Jussie and everything. It's like you're a black man
Yeah.
who faked a hate crime and thought that was the smart thing to do.
Right. When tensions were already high,
Right,
allegedly.
you like the Black Lives Matter stuff was happening. You faked a hate crime. You
Mm.
made yourself and black people look stupid. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Because now what happened was all the racist people came out. All
Yep.
of their true colors were coming out about it. And I mean, good on you. I'm glad you brought the racist people out to the friggin' surface so they can clown you. But at the same time, that's still embarrassing for us because we're just sitting here
Right. Hell, we clowning.
watching.
It ain't embarrassing because we clowning them too. The
I
rate.
mean,
Look,
we
we
also
bring.
clown them too,
Look,
but still,
look.
whatever.
Juicy's bringing this all together. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Hey, culture. Much love to Culture Casino. Yeah, right. But it's just wild. It's just this whole situation was wild. But I wanted to talk about like
Nah,
his reaction because his reaction was weird,
weird, hella weird, and it just
really
to
weird.
me it just shows that he's still got something going, or either that or he's entitled. I think didn't he bring his grandmother on the stage or something like that, the witness stand or something like that?
I
From
don't
what
know.
I heard,
I didn't even bother
like
watching. I
I
was just
heard
like, please just give him some kind of fine or. I didn't expect 5 months. I think 5 months is fine, but everyone's like, "Oh, was there's 5 months is lenient?" I'm like, "It is," but like, I don't know. I just
it's
that
because of
boy,
who it was. Yeah,
yep,
it's because of who it was. It's basically 'cause it was a celebrity or former celebrity at this point. Like I
definitely.
said, of course they get off a little bit easier. So I mean, at the end of the day, like these people just need to understand. Like, and I wish we had this big thing. Kind of going back what you were saying with us in the community. That's one of the things I talk about. I don't know if you've seen some of my other videos, um, but one
I
of the
did not
videos
just watch them all.
oh,
I
trust me,
watched
I
the
got a whole
I
lot of them.
watched the gaming stuff.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, I'm actually work side note. I am actually working on another one as we speak, another Dead or Alive gaming thing because I got some friends of mine. We did like a little mini tournament thing. It's fun. Anywho, but like with us in a black community, it it's stupid. Like it's stupid how we're so divided, and a lot of times we always blame the external factors, right? We always
Mhm.
blame the external factors. We always want to blame white people. We want to blame these other races, this, that, and the third, right?
Mhm.
And it's like, don't get me wrong, some of that stuff is a problem, but a lot of it, the problems really are more internal within our own community than people give
Yes.
it credit for. Like, let's just be honest, right? Like we was talking about flirting earlier, right? So
Mhm.
single parenthood is up record numbers, right? For us in our
Mhm.
community.
Mhm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Um, it's not a lot of people will sit here and blame like, oh, it's the system's fault. Oh, it's the system. The people they put this in place. For us to to keep the man out the house and blah 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 whoop de woo. But then you still advocate for the system. You still doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? You over here opening your legs for between every man that's giving you some a good compliment or just making you feel good or that buys you something or you know what I'm saying that looks the part. You know what I'm saying? And now the
I'm
dude
not a
told you he
sugar
don't.
baby. I had to make that clear again because we're getting to some dangerous territory. I don't want people to get confused.
Oh Jesus, I'm dead. But I'm like, you're dealing with shit like that, and then okay, you hanging with a dude that don't want. He's told you, okay, I don't want this baby. I don't want a baby. I'm just here to have fun or whatever. And you like, okay, yeah, but you in love with the dude. You didn't call feelings, whatever. You get where I'm going with the shit. So it's like, okay, single parenthood's up. Bad. You making bad choices. So at what point do you sit up here and say, okay, well maybe I need to just chill out? And Alex has got a point.
Yeah, no. I highlighted Hans by accident because he typed in. I clicked it by accident. I was highlighting Alex, and I want to highlight them both. So
Yeah.
they both felt seen.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it is easier to blame others than look at yourself. But that's what I say, and I've said like many times, like
It's too easy.
it's like a lot of the times too. The problem I have is like a lot of people in our community will be like, "Oh, y'all don't know the history. Y'all don't know the history." I'm like, you don't know the history.
I'm
You
like, do you
don't know
not
the
realize
history.
how you gonna vote Democrat and then how,
History of slavery goes back way before the books we read, bro. Like, I'm sorry, and some people get mad at me when I say this, but like, you do know that our people traded our own people to
for slaves?
foreigners, right? Like, that's
That's how
how
we
it
got
started,
guns.
right?
That's how
That's how we got goods. Like,
yeah.
people would come to Africa and the tribes there, because they still had tribes, right? So the
Hmm.
tribes would have their enemy tribes prisoners, and those are the people they traded for goods. They didn't had no use for them, because why are we keeping our enemies alive? We could just trade them
And
for goods.
get some shit, you know what I'm
And
saying?
they
Get that ripple
also,
water.
right, exactly, they also
Get that ripple water.
they traded our people and contributed to slavery, but no one talks about that. No
Right.
one
And
talks about it.
slavery was actually slavery is not a new concept. Like slavery's been around since
The biblical era.
yeah, and even then, like biblically, it was depending on who it was, like depending on what it was actually defined as indentured servitude.
Mm.
You know, and I noticed, like I said, I grew up in church. I trust me, who man, I could have been a youth pastor, but I said nope, I'm good. Anywho,
Yeah,
uh, but yeah, like slavery in those times were basically indentured servitude. I think you got a super chat. You might want to get that.
I was waiting for you to finish
Go ahead.
talking.
No,
I was
get the
gonna,
super
yeah.
chat. I'll figure that. I'll get that. Get the super
Okay,
chat.
well, thank you. Let's see. We got Nola Nerd. Thank you so much. A new member of the channel with a $5.04. 5 and 4. That's a very
504.
specific. 504. That's the
NOLA. You
first
don't
time.
get it? You don't get the NOLA 504?
Oh, okay. I was confused for a second. It didn't hit me. It didn't hit me right away. Down here, we swirl with each other, black and white together. My son is half black. I had to explain to him today what Juicy did with consequences. Thanks, Boo. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Nola. I appreciate you being here. And thank you so much for the
Nice.
super chat.
Good. Yeah. Super chats are hers, by the way. My channel ain't monetized yet, so just
It
letting y'all
should
know
be.
that.
He's got to be. Listen,
I'm
he's a
working
bigger
on
chunk
it.
than me. I
I
don't know how
love
to.
I
No. Did you get
so
rejected?
well no, I had it for a while and then my channel kind of dipped and then the changes happened, so they took it off because the changes and my channel wasn't, performing.
Oh.
Because like I said, I wasn't putting out content like that like on a regular basis. Then I kind of got back into it, and it's like, let me go ahead and get back to what I was doing. Yeah, because go when you take the time, go look through my channel. I got like videos for days.
Yeah,
I
guys,
got like
I linked his channel in the description, but if one of my mods wants to do mod work and like link his channel in the chat, that'd be great. I love you guys. Thank you.
hey, shout out to the
Preferably
mods.
Hans. Preferably Hans.
Shout out to the mods, yo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my mods are good. Geeks is usually the one that's on it with the links, but I think he's I don't
oh
know what he's doing.
that's the plan. I get me on top. Hey,
But
I'm trying to get my watch time up. Trying to get my watch time up. That's the plan.
well, here's the thing. So you know that like in the meantime, you could set up bots to set up your PayPal. And you can get donations.
Already got that. Yep, already got that.
Oh, okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
So
I don't know
pay
what I'm talking about. You
donations,
can do it.
PayPal. Donations I got for PayPal. I got Patreon. Getting Patreon set up. Do behind the scenes videos. Oh yeah, I got like a
Yeah,
little diary section where I talk about videos prior, like
right,
to my whatchamacallits, and then I do my topics because
right.
sometimes you want to have that conversational part. But yeah,
Exactly. Alex, I
slave-
will say that yes, slavery is racist in a sense because you are enslaving usually another race. And it's not limited to black. It's
yeah,
not limited to black people. Like slavery, a lot of races
upper
have
class.
right. They've
It
had
was
their
class.
share of slavery. Yeah,
It
I
was a
think it would be
caste
like
system.
yeah, it's a class system. Yeah. Slavery
hmm
was a class system, if we're gonna be
Um,
real.
yeah, for example, and I think me and my homeboy 13 talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so look at like the ancient Japanese cultures, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
look at Japanese cultures. Appreciate the shout out, Hans, by the way. Link in the channel. Um, if you look at Japanese cultures, look at what they look at as beauty standards now, right?
Mm-hmm.
You notice it's lighter, the lighter skin, the more fairer skin, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was because most of the fairer skin was royalty. Was in royalty positions, and they were always inside. so they
They didn't
wouldn't
see
be
sun, so
as
that's why.
they weren't out in the sun, and basically the ones that were out in the sun, they were darker. You know what I'm saying? They were darker, and they were looked at as the workers, and they were looked at as under. That's a once again, that's a mental thing. It's not a race thing. It was a system thing. So a lot of
Mhm.
people, I think, when it came down to over here, a lot of people, and that's how they get folks over here, is they try to make it a race thing when it's more than just a race thing. It's a mental thing as well. Like we talk about slavery and jobs and stuff like that. So a lot of times it's like they'll overwork you. It's a mentality thing when it comes down to that part. You get what I'm saying? If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
And also to add to that too, if you think about it, guys, back in like way back in the day, fat, like being overweight, like Jody would be considered royalty back in those days
Yeah,
because if you were overweight and you were pale, it
yeah,
meant that you had enough money to eat so you could be fat, and that
yeah,
was what was desired. If you were skinny and you were dark, it meant you were poor and you were working. So if
yeah.
you were rich, you didn't have to work, so you could stay and eat all the
And be
good
fat.
food.
Yeah,
So that's what was considered beautiful. Women who are big were desired not because of what they looked like, but because it showed that they had money and that
right,
they were wealthy and they came from royalty.
right.
So that's basically what it is. Like, even though yes, we all know slavery was bad, we all know that people who were enslaved, can't deny, black people had it rough. We get that, but when it came
You got to
to
go
like,
history.
yeah,
You
it's
got to go
about
back.
history and it's
You got to
about
go
what
back.
slavery really was and how
Right.
it wasn't just limited to a race of people. It was
Hell,
basically
white folks had slaves too. Like
yeah,
white folks were slaves too. Like
yeah,
the Irish were slaves at one point.
yeah,
Jews were slaves at one point. So I'm
yeah.
like, it's all there. Like a
All of
lot of
them. It,
people,
it was a power thin dynamic. If you
exactly. And
didn't have money, if you weren't a nobleman, if you didn't have money, you were a worker, you were a slave, you worked for somebody else and didn't get paid.
well,
That's
either that or and also you got to know the difference between slavery and indentured servants too, because there were
yes,
some people that who
yes.
couldn't pay. Like say for example, a indentured servant, maybe somebody stole something, or they couldn't afford something. So what would happen was they would have to go into servitude for that person to pay off that debt. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And also, and if you were a slave in the biblical times, like to like the children of Israel, they had rules in place too. So
Right.
like for example, you couldn't mistreat this. There was a way, even though they had indentured servants, you couldn't mistreat them biblically, like Old Testament. Like of course, they had to follow your rules, but you couldn't mistreat them. If you were caught mistreating your slaves, you would be in trouble then too.
Hmm.
So and also, I think every 7 years, because it was like a Sabbath thing. Every 7 years, you have to release your slaves.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You have to, like, every 7 years, the slaves would all debts would be cleared, and you had to release all your slaves. Now, if the slaves decided to stay, then it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Then that was fine. Um, you know, so like a lot of people don't understand that there's so many things.
Hmm.
You know, yeah. Even in Rome, certain gladiators, yeah, exactly. Yeah, term limits. Yeah, basically that's what
Yeah.
it was. So it was term limits. So a lot of people just are are just ignorant right now because and they're so blinded by race. And I used to I made a joke, somewhat of a joke about this because on my channel one time, and I was always wondering, like, the knowledge of the fruit of good and evil, that tree in the Bible. I'm like, why is that was a bad thing? Why was that a big issue? Out of all things, why? Um, and I thought about it. Think about it. When you get knowledge, what happens? Some people just get so caught up in the knowledge that they feel a certain way.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Um, so that some people get so caught up in their feelings. So when you learn something, like say you found out you were adopted or something, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And you just feel like all of these types of feelings because it's like that's new information. You don't know how to process it. And I think that's what it is right now when it comes to a lot of people learning things like about slavery, other things that happen in history.
Hmm.
A lot of people right now are stuck on slavery, right? And one thing, 13 has mentioned this because he's mentioned this before. We've had this conversation. Um, he said, every country has blood on its flag. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Every country, nobody's perfect. Everybody's had some form of blood on their flag. And once you realize
Exactly.
that, You know what I'm saying? If you once you realize that, it makes things a lot easier. It makes things a lot easier to digest and understand. So when bad stuff does pop up in the history books or whatever, you'll be able to be like, oh, dang, that kind of sucks. You know what I'm saying? But then you realize that, hey, nobody's perfect because we're all people. You know what I'm saying? There are some people that do get in power. You know what I'm saying? That are that get greedy. Especially when it comes down to religion. I know a lot of people hate talking about religion, but a lot of, like, especially Catholicism was really bad for this. For example, older Catholic churches, they used to have it to where the only person that could read the Bible was the priest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Talking about power, like, because they believe that only the priest had to know what the word of God said and on all of that, which,
Right.
and of course they would preach their little ideology, and sometimes they'll slip a few things here and there. And so, like, I get when people get mad about religion and mad about church and stuff like that. I've dealt with some bad church folks myself, so I don't blame people for not wanting to go.
Right. Exactly.
you
Trust me,
know
I'm with you there.
so a lot of people just need to understand, like, the one thing I do carry from church is what most people would consider the golden rule. You know what I'm saying? You do unto others as you would be done to you. You know what I'm saying? And also just what's that scripture that talks about judgment. Judge always. Everybody want to say, well, don't judge me. God said don't judge. That's improbable. That's impossible, because we all judge. We all make judgments, period. Right? You want to know what clothes you want to wear that day. You want to know whatever you want to deal with your life. You make a judgment or choice, which is another word. Another word for choice is the judgment. That's the judgment that you make. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And true, Hans. Yeah, yeah. The Bible has been rewritten and retranslated a lot for multiple reasons. For some reasons is ease of understanding to certain things that need to been taken out of context. You know, um, it, it's it's really ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, once people start realizing that a lot of this stuff is just um I don't know how else to put it. Just like, it's we have our own little things, like our own little quirks, like certain things has just been that, like, a lot of this anti-white shit goes out the drain. You feel me?
Right. But
Like a lot of it.
that's why I was saying, like, a lot of people who sit there and say, especially our people who are out there saying, like, oh, you're a disgrace to our race and you don't know the history and y'all choose to stay ignorant. I'm like, but you don't know history. You
Yeah,
know very minimal black history, let alone the history of slavery entirely.
period.
And you're talking about it as if we are the ones being ignorant when y'all out here acting the fool and doing some dumbass shit and forgetting all the struggles that black people have went through,
Yeah,
and then making it seem like, number one, that we're the only people who have ever went through shit, because we're not. And then on top of that, you're attacking your own,
literally. And I hate it.
literally attacking your own.
I
And we
I I'm a victim of that. Like, I've
right,
had
me,
to
I
deal with
am
that. Like,
too.
streamers, girl, like these streamers, man. Like on Twitch, especially on Twitch, I've had to deal with that shit because it's like these black streamers be like, "Oh, we want unity," and it's like, okay, cool. Like, I'm with that. Like, I honestly believe, right, that we can afford as a people to have our own, right. It'll be dope. We can have our own. I believe that we can have our own spaces. We should. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a right to have their own spaces. Every culture has a right to to keep certain things if they want. Have their things squared away. And I mean, I believe America is the best place to do it. But then the problem becomes is when you start talking about, oh, well, we don't want these white people involved, or we don't want these races, or these other races involved. And I'm like, why are you talking shit about these other races? Y'all over here, for example, y'all over here talking shit about Asians, and y'all over here beating the shit out of them. You know what I'm saying? You over here buying weaves from you over here buying weave. You over here buying from their corner, buying from the Indians corner
Fingernails
stores,
done.
getting the fingernails done, toenails done. You know what I'm saying? You're going to the Indians in their gas shops. So, like, instead of you over here supporting their businesses. You know what I'm saying? But then when it comes to us, we don't get shit. We, we have to sit up here. We gotta have our prices raised up. Or why are we buying this? I can buy this over here for this price. I can do this. Like, for what? Oh, you don't think like us. You're not the right type of black.
Right. That line, I've heard that too. Like we like that term. Like when Jody called somebody, first of all, when Jody called Rip Coon
Yeah.
and
Oh
Uncle
God.
Tom.
I've been called
Like
that.
he called him Uncle Tom, he's calling him Uncle Ruckus. And if y'all don't know Uncle Ruckus, a reference from Boondocks is the
Yes.
black man who thinks who hates the black man. And that's the thing that disgusts me about this situation, why I spoke up. Because there's like it's embarrassing for me to sit here and watch it, because like I'm a black woman, and I didn't want to make it about the fact I'm a black woman, but now I'm sitting here like, damn, my black folks making us look stupid over here. What are we doing? Like I hate it. I hated watching. I hate watching Love and Hip Hop, but I love watching Love and Hip Hop because you
Can't
just see a
stand it.
bunch of black people who are successful and making all this money and living in luxury, acting stupid. Like,
Yeah.
bro, that's
Yeah.
that. Like, I love watching the show, but man, some of them people
I
on that show, I'm
can't.
like, y'all
I
really
let
out
y'all have
here.
that. Y'all can have it. I don't even
Right.
do it. I'm
Y'all
just
out here
like, y'all
making us
have it.
look
I want my
stupid.
own. I want my own, please. Thank you.
Right, like y'all out there having this success and being dumb as shit right now. What are you doing? Like, okay. I mean, hey, whatever, to each their own.
No, I
Dang, what I
just
said was sent. Oh, did YouTube, hold on, did YouTube censor you, Bianca? How dare they? Girl, you better type it again. Type it to me on Twitter. I can't believe YouTube done that. I hate when YouTube does that. Wait, how did
yeah.
Saggy know LG, and how did she escape all the
The
what?
All Out Crew. I didn't get. I didn't escape. I'm right here. What are you talking
Who's
about?
the
I've been
All
here.
Out Crew? I'm
All
confused.
Out podcast that I'm on
Oh.
with some
Oh,
friends of mine.
so
No.
because I clapped Jody and Andy Signor's cheeks, and
Yeah.
that's how we
I
met.
was like, yeah, I did a video. I did a video on it, and then I happened to see once I did the video, I started seeing more people doing videos on it. I'm like, let me see what other folks have to say. Saggy Melons comes up. I was like, oh, okay. she's dope as hell. Okay. She was
DJC. Yeah, no. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, like, I was, all I did was react to it, and I was shocked at how many people came and saw that, and I was like,
oh.
oh, that like it went down. All I was doing was sitting here reacting. At towards the end, I was eating, and everyone was watching me, and I'm just like, oh damn, like this, like
This is great.
this is
Yo,
awesome.
my video got 2,000, just hit 2,000 on
Right.
it. Yeah, I was just
Like
like, okay, I'll
I
take it.
right. I listen, the last time I had 100 people watching me live during a stream was when I was doing the Spider-Man No Way Home
Yeah.
breakdown,
Oh
when the
yeah.
trailer just dropped. So
Yeah.
I had a lot of people in that stream that time, and I mean, I'm usually around 20, and I'm fine with it. I love my audience, but I'm sitting
Yeah.
there just watching this shit show and all these people coming here, and I'm just like, all right, well, now we got to bring up all the stuff that I tried to tell people about back then, because everyone's eyes were on us. So I was like, now it's time to dig up the stuff, because I made that video
Yeah.
about Andy like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So it's been a while, and
Yeah.
and some people, it got some traction, but now that there was more heat on them, I was like, we're gonna revisit this motherfucking story, because
Right.
these people over here acting like they sweet and innocent, and we got crazy. Nah, I'm exposing y'all motherfucking asses. Trust and believe that.
Get them. Get them. Myself in comics has a interesting point here.
Oh, where's she go? Where's Bianca? Bianca. There she goes.
Yeah.
Why did this get censored?
I don't know
Okay.
either.
Okay, we Hispanics/Latinos aren't taught about our history and what we did for America, just our native stuff. So for years, I thought we did nothing till I saw that Netflix special.
Man,
That's
y'all,
sad.
that's a lie within itself. Cause, bro, I'm telling you, even black folks be getting jealous of y'all, boy.
Demented
Boy,
stop.
we be having a whole,
He's a hater, by the way. He's just a hater. Don't pay him no mind.
oh Lord.
Don't pay him no mind. He a hater. He a hater. Shh.
Man, we be having fun with them. I just don't understand. I don't understand that this whole racist stuff, especially within our own. Like that's the part that gets me. Like I don't mind talking about other cultures, and I appreciate other cultures. Folks that know me know that.
Mhm.
But like when it comes down to us, we are just bad right now. Like we are literally down bad, and this is before Juicy Smooth Brains dumbass. Uh, you
Not
know,
smooth brains. He got caught. It's not smooth if you
uh,
get caught.
no, he's smooth brain because of what he said afterwards. Okay, he said he wasn't suicidal. Okay, he's still being stupid. He's still smooth brain. Okay, it's just that I really feel like a lot of us just need to get to the point where we have to, like, if you are going to be about your community, you be about your community, period. Right? Good, bad,
Yeah.
ugly. Right? And it's like we got too many double standards in our community, like in the black community. There's too many double standards, right? A lot of the, especially, I know this is kind of a byproduct of feminism, but like a lot of the women want to go out and be independent, but yet still expect the men to be traditional and provide. And it's like, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. You're going out and doing all of these things. Now let me make this clear. I have no problem, and I'll tell this to anybody. I have no problem with women doing whatever they want to do. If I will be the first to encourage any woman, especially more so my friends. Come on now, I got friend bias. Hey, Sag, you doing something? Oh, you doing good? Oh, this is what you trying to do? Especially if I'm building up a little crew thing called the Dynasty. Like that's like my little network thing that I'm building. You, especially if you're part of the squad. Okay, cool. Let's work. Let's put in some effort. Let's do this, that, and the third. So I have no problem, and I love to see especially our black women win. But when you start putting down us, like the black men, you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I
Mhm.
want my black men to do this, that, and the third. Or these men ain't doing this. These men are trash, or this men, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your little excuse is, then you put yourself out there to, to be, whatever happens to you. You know what I'm saying? And I hate the idea of how, we have to sit up here. Oh, you want to sit up here, dog men out, dog black, especially black men out, and then you want to turn around and beg for our protection. I don't do that. I'm gonna tell you right now. I get petty sometimes, and especially if I catch you and I can. Oh, you said what? Remember what you said on Twitter? This is what you said on Twitter. You said that men are trash, but then now you want me to sit up here. Where's men that to protect us? Us black women, we need protection. I'm not protecting you. I'm not doing it. I don't care. Well, you're not a real. I don't give a fuck what you think. That's only one female's opinion. Because at the end of the day, I'm not protecting somebody who doesn't want me. I'm not protecting somebody who's not going to put some respect on my name because I don't have to do that.
For
You,
the
you feel
record,
me?
Saggy Melon's channel does not think all men are trash. Only some men are trash, but not all
Right.
men.
Agree. And I will agree. I will agree. I definitely will agree with you. There are some men out there who are dog water. I will agree with you.
Oh, yeah, some men out there you can't deny, and some women out there too. Some women,
Oh,
listen, I'm gonna
that's
tell
the
you,
part.
listen,
That's the part that we got to like that part.
this bothers me. Like I have to rant about it because like as
Go
a
for it.
woman, I used to go to clubs a lot when I was younger, and I used to go every weekend to this one club,
Yeah.
and I'd see these girls. They're dressed to the nine. They're gorgeous, right? Gorgeous women. They're all together in group dancing. So
I could tell
guys,
you older. That's how I
guys,
could tell you older because you ain't nobody said dress to the nines like that.
I'm old. I'm old. Shh, don't tell anybody I'm old. But no, seriously, they were dressed. They were dressed good, and so the guys would come over
Yeah.
and want to dance with them or talk to them,
Yeah.
and these girls would snuff them, like not even just like a no thanks or I'm just here with my
Yeah.
friend, not just like
Ew.
no, and I'm just like, why you have to be a bitch? Like
Yeah.
that. It's not like they were being disrespectful. They came over to you nicely and was like, "Hey, would you like to dance? Can I buy you a drink?" And you're just like, "No." And I'm just
Right.
like, that's why y'all asses at this club dancing and dressing like hoochies and by your damn selves.
Yeah.
Because like how you like I hate that.
I
I
hate the
know.
other end of it too. I hate the other end of it too because I used to MC for I used to MC at parties and clubs and stuff like that with a DJ friend of mine, a local DJ friend of mine here. Uh, and I would see that shit. That shit would be hilarious. And I would see girls like do the opposite. They would like get on dude, they be sitting there dancing on dudes. They sitting there
Mhm.
come together dancing on dudes, and I mean going in. You feel me? Like
Right.
damn near making a baby on the floor, and I'm over here, hyping them up. You
Making
feel
a
me?
baby on the floor.
Hyping them. Cause I'm a hype man. I'm the MC. I'm over here hyping the shit up while they doing the little thingy thing, right? So, so and then after the club, they get a little, they get a little. Dude get a little hype, and he's like, "Okay, I like that. Let me take you home." And then they get mad at the dude because he wanna give in to his desires. I'm like, you was just humping this dude 2 seconds ago. How you gonna get
Right.
mad? You was
See,
all over this man's nutsack, and you want to sit up here and get mad because he want to take you home. Like,
so this is why I always go to clubs. I always will go to clubs. I try to at least go to clubs with one of my guy friends.
yeah,
Because if I didn't want a dude bothering me, I would just dance up on my friend.
yeah,
Right. And
don't do that.
the only problem with that though is like some nights, my friend would want to go out and he want to like find a girl to go home with and stuff. So he couldn't be like, dancing with me and making it seem like we're together. But for the most part, like I remember this one dude, and he was an adorable little guy, a small little I think he was like Jamaican, but he came
Oh
over
no,
and he
you dance
wanted
with a Jamaican? You know them
I
niggas is wild.
did. I did,
You
but
know-
here's the, so I was being nice because like I'm by myself, so I was dancing with him and being nice. And then after I was like, "Thank you for the dance. I'm gonna
yeah,
go, outside." And he's like, "Oh, I'll come with you." I was like, "No, you don't have to. I mean, it's fine." And he's like, "No, I'll come with you." I was like, "Okay." And like he's trying to talk to me, and I told him straight up, I'm like, "Listen, I'm engaged. I'm in a relationship.
yeah,
My fiance doesn't do clubs. He doesn't like clubs, but he doesn't care that I go to clubs because he knows
yeah,
that I go there with my friends. I have fun. He doesn't care that
yeah,
I dance with people. He's very whatever.
yeah,
So I was like, I'm just, I don't mind dancing with people. We weren't dancing too dirty and stuff. He'd put his hand on my hips. I put his hands right back up. Like clearly I was like sitting there, like, I don't
yeah.
mind dancing with
Sending
people,
the
but I
message.
make it
Yeah,
right. But I make it clear. But also at the same time, like I'm not a bitch about it. Like I'm very nice. But like when you go to the clubs, you see these girls like literally snuff. It's like one thing
yeah.
if these dudes
You
were
don't look the certain
disrespectful.
right. If they don't look a certain way, I've noticed that too. If they don't look a certain way, or in my case, if like they would notice that for me, they would notice I have the mic in my hand. So I'm the type of MC that would walk around and make sure everybody's having a good time. You know what I'm saying? And get
Right.
people get people
I
involved
yawned.
with the club. In the club. You know what I'm saying? Like I want them to get
Right.
involved. You know what
Oh,
I'm
thank
saying?
you for that. Thank you for that, Nola. But yeah, no,
So I
that's
like when I hate that. Like I would hate that when they would the only way they would like, especially with me, they would like at first they would try to look me like ugh, like no, but then when they saw that I had the mic in my hand, they'd be like, oh okay, oh yeah,
of
yeah.
course, of
I'm like
course.
uh-huh.
But
I'm like
listen, ladies,
yeah,
I want you to know, ladies, listen, I want to make
God,
sure y'all know. I'm not
God,
saying if a man is disrespectful to you and he doesn't take no for an answer, that's fine. That's one thing. Like, feel free to tell him to go F off. But like if a man comes up to you and just wants to say, hey, would you like a dance? Can I buy you a drink? There's no need for the attitude. Like, there's
exactly.
no need
Or
for the attitude.
if he sees you dancing and he starts trying to dance with you, the mating call, if you will.
Right. Like this
Like he sees you dancing, he wants to dance with you. He gives you that little look. He starts moving his hips a little bit, and and you be like,
this
nah,
this is
good,
the funniest thing though. I will say that I saw at a club.
yeah,
Because again, I was the wingman for a lot of my female friends. Like if they wanted to just go to the club and have fun, they weren't trying to
yeah,
hook up. I'll be like,
yeah,
all right, like let me know if a dude's bothering you, you're not interested. I'll come save you. And
yeah,
usually me saving them is like I'm the girlfriend. Like that's my
yeah,
girl, right? I come in
yeah,
like that's my woman. So
yeah.
so I had a friend one time, and this is the one time my fiance came to the club with us,
Oh
and
Lord,
me and my fiance are dancing, and my friend is dancing. She got a drink in her hand, and she started giving us a look, and she came over. She's like, "I think these two guys, one of them, and they were both older dudes, older Indian guys, right?"
mm,
So she was looking, and she's like, these guys keep staring at me." And I was like, all right, we'll just stay in my sights and like let me know. So me and my fiance are dancing, my friends in our vision, and I
yeah.
kid you not, bro, it was like an attack. Like you got one dude weaseling his way over to my friend, then I look over, you got the other dude surely weaseling in, and before you
Yeah.
know it, they sandwiched her. And they were dancing on her, and I was like, "Yo, hold on!" I was like, "Babe, I gotta go." So I went over, grabbed her back up, and grabbed her close and started grinding on her, and was like, and I gave them both the evil eye, like y'all were sneaky and dirty for that. Y'all really just came at her at all
The
fronts,
pincer, they came over
right?
with the pincer technique. Boy,
Right?
they was just like,
They did. They were like,
"Nyeh."
And I'm just like, yo, that was the funniest thing I ever saw. We were dying laughing. I'm like, you girl, that was like a legit watching an attack, like a little, like a
They was ready.
coordinated attack. Yeah, because
They
like
was
one dude
ready.
was,
They want us. Like, I'm gonna get
yeah,
him. You come in.
they're
Hey,
like, we
you gonna.
coming,
You
right?
remember what's that movie? You remember Rush Hour? You
Yeah,
remember
you going this way,
this
I go
means
that way.
this I do this. What does that mean? That means you go this way, I go this way.
That's literally what happened. I kid you not. I was dying. I'm like, yo, they really pulled an attack on her. They were like, one guy just slowly dancing his way over to her, and I look over the other older looking dude coming dancing his way over to her. I was
That's
like,
funny.
I'm like, yo, they going for it. I even said, I was like, I think they're going for it. And he's like, what do you want to do? I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. They got her, and I was like, let me grab her up scooped her up real quick, and they saw her. They were looking at, oh man, it was funny, man. It was so funny.
It be like that. Hey, it be like that sometimes, man. Hey, sometimes it's tough out here in these streets, man.
This close.
Yeah, it's tough out here in these streets.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
rush hour too. There you go. It'd be rough in these dating streets sometimes. And I think also what kills it too is just I think we're taught different fundamentally, especially when it comes down to these households. Like if you notice, like a lot of men and women or boys and girls are being taught like fundamentally different, right? Like we're taught to make sure we protect women, blah blah blah, whoop-de-woo. Or when it comes down to dating, oh yeah, sometimes it's gotta go for it, you gotta go for it. But then it's like a lot of the women are just being told opposite of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's so many things that we have to address on a fundamental, you know what I'm saying, a fundamental level before we start blaming everybody else. Like there's certain things that we got to look at. Okay, well, how was I raised? You know what I'm saying? How was I taught to deal with certain situations? And this is okay once you start realizing that, because nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about how maybe parents they taught us one thing, and sometimes what our parents teach us and what life teaches are two different things, right? How to and that's the thing. And I'm not saying everybody's parents are are complete idiots or anything, nor am I saying they're perfect. It's just that that's something you have to find out for yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's something that you have to find out for yourself. And then once you start figuring that out, you start learning, you learn from yourself, you learn the mistakes. You basically eat the meat and spit out the bones. You basically find out, okay, this is what works for me. You know what I'm saying? This is what I feel would be okay for me. This is what I don't want. And you do your best to stick to that and understand that, okay, my boundaries, they're what's the word? They fluctuate. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes what's good for you one day may not be good for you another day. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you may feel that high energy that day, so you'll be able to have a lot more tolerance. But then the next day it's like, nah, bro, I can't do it. I can't. It'd be like that. So, but like once again, that requires you being honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And and understanding that it's a learning process, that you're not going to get everything right. Sometimes you may tell somebody no respectfully, like, you know what I'm saying? But then, you maybe tell somebody no respectfully, but then they may take it as, you're being snarky or rude to them.
Right.
And I think it was one of the comments that was mentioned earlier. If somebody responds rude to your politeness, then that's a red flag. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who said it, but I'm gonna, if they answer back in the comments who said it, I would say thank you, because I saw it while you were talking, and I wanted to bring that out.
I'm bad at paying attention to my chat. So I've been doing better tonight though, so don't judge me. But no, I think we had a great conversation. So usually what I do for my thing is I have a voicemail line.
Okay.
For people who want to call in, ask me questions. 90% of the time, it's people trolling me and just leaving some weird voicemails. And I do have one, but if like anyone wants to call in,
Let's see.
you guys can, and you're welcome to stay for it. I'm sure if your audience wants to call in. But what I have to do is because obviously, so I don't want people's numbers to be out there, so I block the screen so nobody can see the numbers but me.
Okay.
So you don't even have to stay on camera if you don't want, because the screen's gonna be blocked. But I will put the screen up. So if anyone wants to call in, I think we'll go for like maybe another few minutes. If anybody wants to call in, and leave us a message, Since I got a
Yeah.
guest, if you want to ask the guest a question, now's a good time to do so. The number's right there. You can call in with a private number. The number is a Google Voice line, so it's not my personal number, by the way. So don't be trying to send me text messages through it.
Damn,
I seen some people trying, and I'm like, it's not my voice. It's not my actual number, y'all. It's a voice. It's a Google Voice. So if you don't want to call with your actual number too, you can use a texting one of those calling apps as well, so to protect yourself. So yeah, if you guys
wanted to shoot my shot. No.
I've gotten some text messages on the number. I'm like, yo, it's not my personal number. I'm not gonna put my personal phone number on my damn YouTube channel. Y'all bugging.
Right? I know that's right. You better tell him.
Right.
Talk to him, Saggy. Talk to him.
Y'all ain't getting my phone number unless you pay me $5.99.99. Just kidding. All right, I do have one voicemail that we got tonight, so I'll play that, and it will wait for more to come up. So give me a second so I can set it up. All right, there we go. All right, let's get some voicemails going. Here's one.
Hello, Sadie. It's me, Honey. Totally serious about drawing you a kawaii avatar. So please check your DMs on Twitter and mahalo.
Ah, I love her. That's Honey. That's Honey. She sounds so cute. Why does she sound? She's so cute. Oh my Lord, Honey. Honey, please tell me you're still watching. I love that. That's beautiful. I love Honey. She's so that was so cute.
You about to get a hookup right there. Yep, there she goes.
There she goes. Oh, you're so precious. Thank you so much. That's so beautiful. You're so sweet. Aw, that was so sweet of her. Aw, she's adorable. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it. Guys, don't be shy. Don't be shy.
I appreciate the questions there. That the conversation, especially when we was talking about the whole history thing, that was good. We had some good people come through. That was good.
Yeah, no, it was great. I'm glad I had you on. It was great.
I wasn't expecting nobody to come through. I wasn't expecting to be on this thing. I was trying to figure. I was like, I was gonna be perfectly fine with just chilling and talking with you. I was gonna be perfectly fine with that,
honey. Yeah, no, we gotta make this a show. Why not? We both content creators. I did the pairing thing, so you got some extra content for your channel, and I had to just show up and talk.
There you go.
You only had to press one button to get on here, or maybe two buttons.
That's it. A couple. Well, and then I had to type a little bit. You know, it's all good. It's just semantics.
Look at Bianca. See, Bianca recognized it. She said, "Oh, yeah, see, it was so cute." We were like, "Oh,
how much you charging?" See, Honey about to get some business, girl.
Right, Honey getting some business.
She about to get some business. She about to be rich.
All right, we got $3. Wait, $3? What? Yes, make sure y'all subscribe to Lawrence. He's a good dude. Came on. We had a great conversation. It was awesome. Here, we got another voicemail.
I just want to say, man, this is a very good show tonight, especially my boy LG. For those that don't know, this is only 123 KM on the line. And everything he's been saying tonight, I can relate to, because I've had some women snuff me at some dances, especially homecomings and proms, but I've been fortunate enough to not be snuffed in nightclubs or electronic dance parties for conventions and all. So I've been
totally serious about drawing you a kawaii avatar.
This is my first time doing a voicemail, especially for this show, so hopefully it comes your way. Hopefully I can hear myself praise my boy LG, man. And my boy LG and I, we go way back. He's been there for me, and I'm glad to say I'm there for him. You know, he and I see eye to eye on a lot of stuff, and these subjects tonight, man, are no different. So much love. Enjoy your night.
That was for you.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. That's quite legend, man. What's going on, man? I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Oh,
yeah.
What the hell is going on?
Black Sage. Oh Lord, that man trouble right there. That's that trouble man right there. That's trouble man right there.
Welcome, Black D Gamer. We are pair streaming. This is my name is
we over here trying to do a whole bunch of new stuff today. I'm actually glad you brought this, because well, after this is over, I do want to if we could stick around, because I do have a question about this.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you off stream.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Black Sage on YouTube. Whoa,
Lord
yes,
have mercy.
this is so for those y'all who are Lawrence's, because I see now more people coming in, they're very confused. They're very confused.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, they are.
So I use
I have
a
not been
program.
hacked. I'm just telling y'all that right now. Wait,
Yeah.
you got to put me back on. You got to put me back
Oh
on
wait, hold
screen
on,
because
hold on. Let
I
me
got to
take this off.
explain.
Okay, hold on. I'll
I
take
got to
this off real
explain.
quick.
I got to.
Okay.
I
Okay,
feel
hold
like
on. Let me take this off and
take
blow
your
you
time. No
up.
rush. All right, I got to explain.
And
All right. Oh wait, I took my light off. Hold on, wait, light back on. All right, because I was comfortable. Hold on, hold on. I'm good, y'all. Okay, I promise y'all I'm good. I promise y'all I'm good. I ain't got hacked. Nothing. I'm just trying out a new feature. You know what I'm saying? This pair stream feature. So we were just having a really good conversation, Saga Melons and I. Great content creator. We met with the Jody, that Jody versus Ripper, where Jody got his ass cheeks clapped. Okay, all right, his fat ass, needs to hydrate. We know it, so we just started talking about that, along with the Batman review, at least from my point of view, and Jussie Smollett and some other things. You know what I'm saying? So
yes.
yeah.
Yes, so that's what we talked about. I had you so blown up.
13. Look at 13. 13 miss. Blink
So
twice if you're in
okay.
danger.
So hold on. So listen. So I use so y'all are familiar with StreamYard. So this is a service called Restream.
Yes,
And
I
it's
know that.
basically like StreamYard, but it has it has different features, different layout. Like obviously I have the chat on the screen. That's a feature I liked with Restream that StreamYard doesn't do. So y'all can see the chat on the side of the screen here. And also it has this feature when you invite guests, you can send them what's called a pair link so that they can basically share this stream. Basically consider like I'm hosting a stream, but it's being shown on Lawrence's channel. That's why y'all are able to see it. Why I can also see comments. So yes, like now Hans is over there in your channel.
Yeah.
From Hans. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it's a cool
Hans,
feature.
I got you, dog. Come on for me. I got you, dog. If you don't want to be, if you don't want to see,
Don't try to steal my mud. How are you gonna steal my mud on my show like that? Boy, you better stop.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah,
I was
stop.
gonna do hey, I'm gonna check this reference. I was gonna say if you don't want to be have your streamer green screen and dancing all in the videos, come over to my channel.
Sir, it's not hacking. So here's the beauty of it. Like, so I don't have access to his channel.
Yeah, she does it.
He's allowing the program that I use to share the stream on his platform. So I figured, like I said, I like to do that with guests now that I know I have that option. Because if I'm gonna have a guest on my show, that's taking them away from making their own content. So now they can have additional content on their channel. Because he did a stream earlier that he set up and he did that. I'm just hosting it and he's using it for content. So it's basically like it's not re-uploading my content. So it's shared content. So I couldn't strike him, by the way. I could not strike him. If I did, I'm an a-hole.
Right. And I'm like, well, I mean, I'll be telling you, like, you wouldn't be able to do that no way because we agreed to this. So guess what?
That's also true. That's also true. I wouldn't do that
Loki,
anyway.
thank you.
Yeah, but I wanted him to be able to have this conversation also on his channel because he's involved, and I think that it's a conversation that since it's him and you guys over on his channel already been following him long before y'all knew me, I thought it would be good to kind of have a joint stream. So
Indeed.
So there you go. We got no more voicemails, and that's good because my butt needs to go to bed. Not bed. Sorry, I lied. I don't sleep. I gotta go eat and stuff and whatnot, but I'm gonna stay off camera because I don't feel like turning my damn camera on now.
I don't blame you. It'd be like that sometimes,
right? But no, I wanted to give a special thank you, Lawrence, for coming on and agreeing to do this and getting to get know you and chat with you has been awesome. I love meeting new people, especially fellow content creators, and you have a great insight on everything we discussed. I can't wait to talk about you with other things. I can't wait till we get to the stuff we disagree on, though. That's going to be the fun part. That's going to be
what's one thing? What's one thing you think we would disagree on? I want to know. Just give me one. Give me one.
Pineapple belongs on pizza.
Do you think it does or it doesn't?
It does.
I agree with that. I can agree with that.
Okay. So maybe
pepperoni and pineapple is a good combination. I don't know if you had that yet, but yes.
I haven't, but I wouldn't be surprised. I did that. Have you done the watermelon mustard challenge?
What the hell is that?
This might be something we're gonna disagree on. So hold on, I gotta get a lighter for this one because I need to smoke on this. Listen, So I did a challenge. So watermelon and mustard. If you put mustard, it has to be yellow mustard. No, I know. Listen to me. No. Listen.
Bro.
I had that same reaction, right? When I was watching people do it, but for some reason, a lot of people were liking it. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it for my YouTube. And I'm telling you, Lawrence, I don't know why, but it was delicious. And I don't know why. I'm telling you. Listen, let me ask you a question. Do you like mustard? No, listen. Do you like mustard?
Hell no, not like that. Nah, I don't even like
Then you
watermelon
won't.
like that.
Okay.
So yeah, so
Okay,
nope.
then you won't like it then. You
Nah,
won't like
see,
it.
that's why I gave you that look. Like, nah, bro,
Okay,
that's
so
nasty, dog.
I mean, if you don't like watermelon or mustard, I can understand that reaction because that's like if you don't like those tastes, obviously you're not gonna like them together. Or if you don't like them by themselves,
You
obviously.
about to make
But I'm telling you, listen. I'm telling you, I would not. I have the video
help
on my
me,
listen.
Saggy
No, we
Mellis
watching
chat,
it.
help me,
No, we
Saggy
watching
Mellis
it.
chat, help
We
me,
watching it.
please.
We are
Help
watching
me,
it. Yeah, no,
please.
we're watching it. We're watching it now. We're gonna watch it. Nope, we're watching it. We're
Y'all, I'm
watching
being
it.
held hostage. Somebody help me, please.
Yes, you are now.
Help me, no,
No, we're watching it now because you
no.
done did it.
Thank you, Alex. Alex, please help me, please.
No,
Hans, help me, please.
no. I'm not even looking at the chat. I'm looking it
Hans,
up.
help. Hans, help.
Nope, we watching it.
Cut the stream. Cut it. She doesn't listen to me. Look, see, I'm telling you, but see, Hans, come on now. Hans, you're the mod, you gotta put the hammer down, you know what I'm saying? That's the person you gotta pick on the most is the streamer, you know what I'm saying?
Nope. We're watching it.
Oh yeah,
We're
same here,
watching it.
Beyonce.
I'm not highlighting the chat because I'm looking up the clip. Damn it. We're watching
You
it.
like pineapple pizza, you deserve. No, I do not deserve this. What are you talking about?
No. We're doing
I
it.
only like pineapple for that part, that pepperoni and pineapple. I mean, it's good.
Oh my god,
it's not
my layout was so bad. I mean, my layout on YouTube's not that great, but man, this is a throwback for all y'all who watched me for a long time.
Wait,
This is a throwback.
look at no, wait. Look at yo, put Black D Gamers content up,
Which
comment
one?
up. And put it. What the hell? What is this? Shrimp and
Okay,
chocolate sauce.
that's gotta be cursed. Yeah, that's a curse.
What kind of pregnant cravings you got, bro? That's
Okay, hold on. No. We watching this. We watch this before we leave. Yes, I have had fluff now. Hold on. This is. I don't understand. Okay, I think I don't understand. Okay, we gotta go back. Hold on. Like, I don't understand. I'm very. Wait,
Why you got that big hat on though? Like, yeah,
I'm gonna actually get on cam. Boop. What's up, people? God, I looked a mess. Why I get on cam looking a hot mess? I'm cool hat because I'm a nerd. But anyways, what's up? So
she got the big hat.
This is what we got going on.
She got that big New York hat. You from New York?
We got the French's yellow mustard. I'm watching it. And then we got our watermelon. Yep, it's happening. Okay. It's happening. You gotta see. Listen, watch my reaction. I'm telling you. Look, hey guys, look at my. I'm nervous. Right, I was scared too. We're gonna do this now. Open. Oh, okay. I had nerve to get on this camera. All right, I'm gonna put. I'm not gonna be a bitch. I'm not gonna bitch out on this one. I'm actually gonna put a fair amount on here. Come on. Why does mustard always do this? I literally shook it. Okay.
You nasty dog.
Okay. I'm telling. Watch. You gotta watch it. Don't turn away. Watch it. Right. Watch we got a fair amount. Watch it. Watch it. You gotta watch. I'm so scared. I don't want to do this. Oh. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. All right.
Will, help me, Will.
Bon appetit, y'all.
Help. Don't do it.
I'm not even hyping this up for dramatic effect. I'm literally like, I'm sweating a little. I'm sweating. Happy dinosaur. Pineapple on pizza fan. I love it. I was hesitant. Tatsu. All right, y'all. All right, here it goes. Ready? I'm gonna do it. Oh God. Look at the face.
No. Oh, that's nasty.
Wait. Pause.
black people. I can't.
Wait.
You still.
Pause. That's good. It was good. I'm telling you, it was delicious. I'm telling
Not
you.
today,
No.
Satan. Nah, bro.
No.
Industry. That's a wrap.
Hold on. Pause.
That's a wrap.
Look, I'm eating more of it. That's good.
No.
I'm going in on that watermelon. That's not right. This is not right. Hold on. Full pause. Wait, I gotta put more. Maybe I gotta put more. Hold on. Let me put some more. Bro, look at I'm going in on it. I'm telling you. Right, that's a big glomp, right? Okay. Hold on. Pause. Full pause.
I'm done. That's it.
It was delicious. Yo.
Hell no.
Guys.
I can't.
Look, I'm
She just eat the whole thing. Get the fuck out of here.
It's good.
Oh no.
Dead ass,
No.
that's good.
Dead
Why
ass,
is
no.
this good?
No.
Why is
Dead
this
ass,
good?
you are that's cap. That's cap.
I'm telling you,
Cap.
I'm telling you,
No.
it was good.
I don't care how you try to pitch it.
I'm
I don't care. You
telling
could
you.
be Jesus Christ
I
himself.
ate,
No.
bro, I ate all that one. I even put other stuff on it to see. I'm telling you, y'all really be listen. Salt. I'm telling you, it was so good. I'm telling you, don't knock it till you try it.
Loki's coming though.
What
Okay.
Loki say?
Loki said you ain't kissing me unless you brush your teeth to that.
Whatever,
You
Loki.
better put
I ain't kissing you anyway because you be whispering too much and that makes your breath stink. I don't know where we're going with that.
No.
Pickles. Listen, I'm just saying. Listen, don't knock it till you try it. It was good.
No, I'm knocking that shit. Y'all nigga, you
Listen, it was good. It was good. I'm telling you, it was good. Y'all be tweaking. Y'all ain't adventurous. Y'all ain't adventurous.
I'm adventurous, but that's one
Y'all
adventure
ain't
I'm not
adventurous.
taking. There's certain
It was a
adventures that you
good
don't
adventure.
need to take, and
It
that's
was
one
delicious.
of them.
It was yummy.
Bro.
I would eat. You want 10 out of 10 would do again. Okay, 10 out of 10 would do again.
Brussels sprouts and grape syrup. What the fuck?
All right, we getting into the yucky territory. And y'all, I was gonna eat. We got 2 hours. We got to go, y'all. But thank you, Lawrence, for being here. And I'm glad I showed you that so you can have nightmares. You guys are awesome, especially y'all in Lawrence's chat, not knowing what the hell is going on. I appreciate y'all for watching. Make
Y'all
sure
can watch the playback. Watch the playback.
Yes, watch the playback especially. And guys, if you're in my chat, please go check out Lawrence. Check out his channel.
Y'all go check out Seggy.
Hans posted the link again. Make sure you go give him a sub. Help him get monetization back. And we love y'all. We'll see you guys in the next one. We out.
Peace.
Yeah, she's got some nice long hair, and you know that she's a bad chick. All the boys stare, can't help it, it's a habit. Clothes that she wears, short skirt and a jacket. I just wanna get her all alone on a mattress. I just wanna have it, I just gotta have it.